in this love that you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Somewhere new, and I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. Trying to step back and see the view from above, 'cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you.
and welcome to the live stream for the top six playoffs for the AESF Road to Asian Games 2022. I'm Vijaygarv and I'm joined by a friend of mine, gcttirth. How are you doing? Uh, I guess they must have some technical issues, so I'll carry on. So we are left. So we are with the top six, and as we know, esports this year is debuting as a medal event in the 2022 Asian Games that will be held in September in Hangzhou, China. It was actually a demonstration event in 2018 where fellow caster Tirth Mehta actually got a bronze medal, and this is being conducted by the Esports Federation of India, and this is basically to select the best representatives for our country. And for this stream, we are displaying the game Hearthstone, which is a card collection game, and that's pretty much all there is to it. And also, we are being partnered by Inox Leisure, which is a multiplex partner, Art Smiths, which is a communication partner for Esports Federation of India, and we are filled with gratitude for their continued support. Okay, okay. So today we are going to be playing the winners bracket grand finals, and alongside that we have a couple of losers bracket matches, lower bracket matches to be specific, and that should determine our top three that will play the lower bracket finals and the grand finals tomorrow. And with that, the first match for today would be raptorHS versus tyrantgod. And they both are running a pretty similar lineup. While although the lineups are similar, the classes are the same. Uh, I think Tyrant God has a favorable matchup in the mirrors because he's running Rokara in in his questline warrior, and in the control paladin he's got the Rustrot Viper, which destroys the immovable object of Carrier Rome, the carrier hero. And after that, we will be viewing Phoenix 14 versus Choudhary. A pretty interesting match too. One to look out for. Phoenix obviously in the Master Store, and we're live. Uh, Raptor with his turn just ending. We're with Tyrant God, who's just drawn a Dragonbane shot off the top. Pretty powerful card in Questline Hunter. And he just hero powers here, and Treasure Guard, a good card draw option in the deck, ran by Raptor here. That, all right, all right.
Hello?
An arcane shot coming off. Yeah, finally, my fellow caster is here.
Oh,
How are you doing, Turt?
sorry. Yeah, doing good, man. Extremely
Ah,
sorry
it's
about
completely fine.
the delay.
No, it's completely all right. No worries. We're just viewing this match, as you can see, Raptor versus Tyrant God.
Okay, so we see it's a
And both,
quest hunter mirror, and usually like how it
yeah,
goes
the
is,
mirror matchup.
whoever starts going face first usually just gets there, and you don't even need the quest reward
Yeah,
most of the times. But
as they
we
say,
see that
place is the
Raptors,
place.
yeah, for sure, and we see the Raptors hand is pretty weak here. We see the mark shot being in hand is not that good of a card in mirror, and this is hurting Raptor because he is running two copies of that card. So
Yeah, that's a really nice catch there. The mark shot, obviously, it deals 4 damage and discovers a spell. And I think only one copy of it and accommodating for other cards such as spell damage Naga is pretty useful. And I think the double mark shot is weak in this matchup, yeah, like you said.
for sure, for sure. And see that deck being
Hmm.
played by Tyrant God, this already makes it very difficult for Raptor to, come back on the board, especially since we see the hand. It's not looking too good. There is no one cost spell that he can feed
Yeah,
his mana with, so he
I
will be
think
floating a
this
mana here.
is dead.
Or is it? Did I lose you now, Vijaygarv? Yeah, okay. Okay, he might be having some issues. No worries. We see that the quest reward number 2 is complete. So he will be able to clear off most of the boards here with the zero cost hero power here. And let's see what Tyrant God decides to do. There is a lot of low spells there. So he will be able to turbo his quest down quite easily. But we see that the Raj Najan is
Definitely.
being hovered over here to be played, probably along with two other spells, essentially to, as we said, this matchup is all about just pushing damage to the face, and this does
Hmm.
deal the maximum amount of damage to the face. So this might be what Tyrant God is aiming for here. We see the Spring the
Yeah,
Trap was also picked by Raptor, and not that good of a card in this matchup usually because you only run one copy of Explosive Trap, and you're also spending a
Yeah.
lot of mana to play it. So we'll see how this goes. But from this position, it seems like Tyrant God has the upper hand. And we see they went
Hmm.
for the tracking, which it usually does not deal any damage unless you play it post quest completion. But playing it here with Rajan allows them to push for an extra point of damage, which is a very minute but very important point of damage. And we see the coin also
Hmm.
coming out here. So they are not able to completely turbo their quest just yet, but they are just trying to cash in as much value as they can with that Rajnajan. Uh,
Yeah.
oh, no, wait, no, the coin
Yeah.
wasn't played. Yeah,
Like you said, pushing the value with that Raz Najran Naga is really good as it just helps in getting that extra damage in the face race in the mirror.
indeed, for sure. And we see that it's almost close. Like as we see, like 19 HP versus 17 HP. Very, very close game, but we see that Raptor already has completed the quest reward, so they will be able to play it on the next turn. And Tyrant Lord still quite far away from completing their quest.
Yeah, they're actually pretty far behind on the quest. I think they're on stage 2 of the quest. Yeah, stage 2, basically they have to reduce the cost to 0 first and then they can push, but this is a lot of damage in their hand. Like quick shot, barb, deaths, and the Dragonbane shot all can be used here, but Dragonbane would be better in getting the honorable kill on stuff like as the card text is, with it as a copy of it.
Indeed, and it's straight into the Naga here, the spell damage Naga, Rainbow Glow Scale is very crucial for Tyrant God because, like, if they can't win through racing through the quest completion, maybe they can push more damage through this spell damage here. So this turns out to be a really good,
And he's going for it.
for sure. I
He's
mean,
going for
now
it.
like he basically he has one way to win, right? And that's like aiming everything to the
Hmm.
face.
And I don't think Raptor playing the quest reward, the Tavish, would really make a difference now, as there's a lot of damage coming from coming from the minions too. It's 3 plus 2
Yeah,
with the hero power, so that's 5. And maybe they top
and
deck
we
lethal
see,
somehow.
yeah, he's
And yeah, the
definitely under
Dragon Bane
lethal
is
threat, but for sure. He doesn't have any
yeah.
like other plays apart from just dropping this Tavish and hoping for the best. And we also see there are three different minions
Hmm.
in the hand of Raptor, which is not what you want to see post quest completion.
Yeah, definitely. And Wound Prey being drawn is
That
obviously
mark shot
useful,
top deck
but
is just
it's
lethal for Tyrant God.
it's wow.
7 damage
Oh
coming
wow,
out
that's
from it, and one just on the board is lethal itself. So very good pickup from Tyrant God. He will
very
be able to win the first game here.
Mm, yeah, very well played game. He pushed face with the Raz Naja Naga and obviously was in control all game and didn't give Raptor to play the quest reward. time enough.
Yeah, and we see the quest reward coming out, but by the time they get it, it's just game over because that's how the matchup goes, right?
Yeah, definitely. And that's game one. And that's game one. And I think what that means the quest line hunter for Tyrant God can't be used anymore.
Uh-huh.
And
And it is
I think
expected, like
it,
as we said, Quest Hunter is the most powerful deck in both lineups. So it is very
hmm,
common for this Quest Hunter to get a win here. I wouldn't be surprised if
hmm,
Raptor
hmm.
just decides to stick with the Quest Hunter for the second game here.
Yeah, definitely. Quest Hunter is a really popular deck in the tournament as a whole too. Like most of the decks are running it.
For sure, for sure. After the Druid ban, like if you are able to ban Druid, it becomes the best deck in the format. So it makes sense that
Hmm,
a lot of players are
definitely.
bringing it here.
Hmm. And now we have, yep, as you said, Raptor sticking to the questline hunter versus the pirate warrior, the questline warrior for Tyrant God. What do you think of this matchup?
So this matchup is the reason to bring Quest Hunter. This is one of the better matchups for the Quest Hunter because you are able to constantly deal with the pirates that are being dropped by the Questline Warrior, and eventually you will be able to play the spell and just again the usual plan. Just go face and win the race before even the Pirate Warriors or Quest Warriors reward comes down the board.
And we can see the Tuskar Trawler coming up. Nice name to the card, and it uses the new dredge mechanic, which scans the bottom three cards of your deck and puts it at the top. What do you think of the dredge mechanic that's been added this expansion?
Oh, I mean, it quickly becoming like one of my favorite mechanics. It allows you to dig for a specific card in certain situations, and it also gives you the knowledge that two of your other cards are at the bottom of your deck. So, like the whole mechanic
Hmm.
itself, I just love the concept of it, and it has been powerful. It has allowed the questline warrior to become extremely consistent with their quest completion by like turn 6, turn 7. So it has been really strong
Hmm.
as well, without feeling too overwhelming.
And the Stormwind freeboot, really nice draw from Tyrant God. It allows him to curve out perfectly here and deal 2 damage from his hero.
Indeed. The weapon damage, I mean, the face damage usually does not matter in this matchup. This usually comes down to board
Hmm.
presence. But if, like,
Hmm.
in some situations, like the South Sea Captain comes down, for example, this turn, then suddenly
Yeah,
the game can
it could be
become
really
in favor of
devastating.
Tyrant God.
Hmm. Yeah, Harvest Camp being and the explosive trap coming off expected pretty much it had to be procced sooner rather than later. And
Indeed.
now
I
he
mean, if
can
you have the
start his
access
turn.
to South Sea, yeah, if you have access to South Sea
Hmm.
Captain, you can consider keeping it. But here, like, you have to take the face damage and just try to refill the board as soon as you can.
Yeah, that's the best way. And he's dredging something up. Uh, has to be a good card, and he completes the quest and will draw his whetstone hatchet, which is the only weapon in the deck, and it's a pretty good weapon too. Obviously, it gives your minions in hand, a random minion in hand +1 attack. And overall, what do you think of this game so far? Turn three, and
It's been going
that's all.
as usual or as common as we would expect, but we see that the Dragon Band shot. I think this was why Tyrant got here rope. He was debating whether he wants to
Hmm.
play a 2-3 versus a 3-2 because if you play the 3-2, the Dragon Band comes online and it will just start chipping away at your board while completing the quest, all for a single card.
And this is a really powerful turn from Raptor as he completes the second stage of the quest with his double Dragon Bane. As you said, the
Oh,
Dragon
already,
Bane shot starting in we are at
yeah,
turn
and
4,
we
yeah, like
see
you said. Hmm.
Yeah, and we see that like basically the quest
Hmm.
will be complete next turn, and he will be able to play Tavish coin one drop, even like a 1 mana spell in on turn 6
Hmm.
itself. So already this game is looking very much in favor of Raptor.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And another Obsidian. Wait, what was the name of the card again? It was the
Yes,
It's
weapon Obsidian Smith something.
Obsidian Smith.
But
Yeah,
but we
Obsidian Smith.
see yes
Hmm.
yes, but we
He's
see
going.
that
He's going for it.
Yeah, and there's much that Quest Warrior can do here. I mean, this is good that it is buffed to 3 health, but I mean now
Hmm.
he will be able to drop another the Bloodsealed Raider, I believe is the name of the card, which is a 2/3 itself. So you'll be able to summon
Hmm.
2 minions on the board, which are out of the range of the Dragon Band shot. But we see that there's a bunch of options available for Raptor here, and that shouldn't be an issue to clear those minions out.
Yeah, definitely. I think this game is looking pretty much sealed, but a lot to play for, of course. And he has, like you said, he
For sure.
goes for the Bloodsealed Raider and gains +1 attack, and also completes the
Mhm.
second stage of the quest, which is
Indeed. So some
firing the
damage coming
cannons.
out, but let's see if it's enough to get there. We see the
And
weapon
he's
swing
going
coming out
for
as well, which makes this whole clear like extremely clean. They'll be able to clear out and without even spending the coin here as well. So they can even like play Dragon Band shot next turn with the coin as well. And this is just turning out to be insanely good for Raptor. And again, like as we mentioned, this is how usually the matchup goes. This is the reason to bring Quest Hunter.
hmm. Yeah, you said at the start this really is a favored matchup, and it becomes the best deck after they ban Druid.
Indeed. And we
And he's
see that
going for
there is
the
a curve. There is a curve for a
hmm.
Tyrant God, but it might be a bit too late. There is a South Sea Captain, which would have been great on turn 3, but now it's just a bit too late and doesn't provide as much value as Tyrant God would hope for.
Yep, and he draws the South Sea Captain of the Harvest Camp. Yep, and plays the Amalgam of the Deep, a pretty popular card in most of the decks as it discovers pretty much anything you want, depending on the tribe you choose.
Indeed, it's just a really solid 2 mana minion that will
Two
provide you value, tempo, everything.
two mana 2/3. Yeah, pretty good stat line for a 2 drop. And he also plays a Bloodsealed Raider and completes the quest. And there comes the Tavish, and this is where the hunter really starts firing his all guns blazing on the warrior.
Indeed, and now, like as Pirate Warrior at this point, you are just expecting that anything you play on the board will get cleared. See that there is 4/4
And
alive on the board though for one turn.
he can't. Is there a way he can kill off this 7/7 now? He draws the
There is
Defias
if he goes
Cannoneer.
for the indeed, yeah. If he goes for those random cannon
Hmm.
drops, then he can. But honestly, I believe that's just a losing play because at this point, as Pirate Warrior or Quest Warrior, the only way you win is
Hmm.
just dropping
You.
that Captain Rokara and going for your own win condition instead of like just clearing out
Hmm.
your opponent's threat here. So I strongly believe that he
Hmm.
Tyrant God might just here go for that quest reward. Captain Rokara just dropping on the board.
Yep. And although he might, yeah, I think this is game because there are a lot of spells in hand, including the coin.
Yeah. It's really scary, because your opponent has a coin as well, and like a bunch of damage can come out, and you can just get destroyed next turn. But as we see here, he goes for the winning line. Again, in Hearthstone, it is
Yeah.
important to play to win and not play to not lose. That's one of the
Yeah.
early
Yeah.
concepts that we learn about.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
But we see, I
And
believe this
that
just
should be
has to be
game.
lethal. I think at this point you just don't even count. You just start flinging your spells and throwing your hero power to the face, and enough one just comes out to be
Hmm.
enough. I believe this is like upwards of 26, 28 amount of points of damage, but has to be lethal as we see here. Raptor is probably
Yep.
has thought out this in the last turn itself, the count at the lethal, and we see that's a bunch of
Hmm.
damage still coming out,
Yep.
and yeah,
It's well above lethal. Yep. He has the Dragon Bane, Arcane Shot, Furious Owl, anything you. Oh, he uses the stylish honorable kill and gets it off
honorable
with his
kill.
Dragon Bane in the end.
Indeed. Maximum value coming out from that one card. And
And
I
we are
think that
leveling
card
the
is
series
the
with
MVP,
gold.
Yes, indeed.
Hmm.
It is 1-1 now. And again, both players, Quest Hunter has got a win so far in the series, which is, again, as we mentioned, is perfectly expected in this situation.
Yep. Really good game played by Raptor. I don't think there were any mistakes that we viewed.
Yeah, for sure. And both
And I
players
guess.
are in the
Hmm.
winners bracket, so they are just playing as crisp Hearthstone as they can play. And it's a pleasure to see, to be honest.
Yep.
So now they have Paladin and I believe Quest Warrior left for both the players.
Yeah, but yeah, it was the exact same lineup. I think. Yep, yeah, it's definitely the same two decks left. And we start off with the Quest Warrior versus the Control Paladin from Tyrant God now. Switches a deck,
Indeed.
doesn't feel.
I mean, I
And what
think
do you think of
Control
this matchup
Paladin
now?
has been so. I think Control Paladin has been the least performing deck or like worst performing deck in the tournament so far. But it has still been a good
Mm-hmm.
pick, as we see here, since both the winners bracket players has it in their lineup. When I talk about this matchup, I
And
think it's usually Pirate Warrior or Quest Warrior favored, but we can't count Control Paladin out, especially with the hand that we see that Tyrant God has here.
hmm, and drawing the Mr. Smite, which is obviously a really powerful win condition itself in the deck when you use it with the carrier hero power, just make it a 30 attack minion or something.
Indeed, that is the win condition in probably the mirror or other like control matchups. But
Hmm.
here it usually
Hmm.
just serves as a 6 mana deal 6 damage card. Like again, this matchup usually is
Hmm.
about board control, and we see that Tyrant Code has the tools to deal with the board. They have equality and they have Pyromancer and City Tax to combo with it. So they have the liberty to even save the Wild Pyromancer for a coin clear down the line and just use their
Hmm.
equality and City Tax on turn 4. So I think here Raptor will be looking for that Saucy Captain again, one of the key cards in the Quest Warrior deck. And if it comes down, it will prevent the equality from being too much impactful here.
Yeah, definitely. Very well said. And there comes the
And this
Amalgam
is,
and Mr. Smite.
yeah,
That's
Mr. Smite
that's
coming out.
probably
And
the
also this just,
perfect.
and he also feels the
Hmm.
curve perfectly. So we see that this is gonna be really strong turn coming out from Raptor here, and we see that they also have Nelly in their hand. I think that is one of the cards that makes or breaks this matchup. Like dropping Nelly while you are in a safest position usually just seals the game for the Quest Warrior, and it usually becomes difficult
Hmm.
for the Control Paladin to outvalue or uh, out
Hmm.
heal
True.
the
True.
pressure coming out from Nelly. So what could be the play here? I mean, there is a potential to just play Pyro, Coin, Flash Hill, but I think you would want to get more value out of your Wild Pyromancer and Coins. So we might just see like another slow roll here. It could just be City Tax as well, but considering you have equality, I don't think you would want to play the City Tax just yet. So I think one consideration could just be to either righteous defense one of the minions, which I don't like. So I think the only play I'm looking at here is just flashlight or just hero powering here, flash of light. I mean,
Sorry for going in the middle. And where are we in terms of the game now?
I mean usually this is pretty quest warrior favored already because they are able to turbo complete the quest already on turn 3, and we see that only the righteous defense comes down. Tyrant God taking a slower play. I definitely like it here. I don't
Hmm.
think you would want to waste your removal just yet. You know that your quest or your opponent will be putting out threats after threats.
Yep. And I think this is the a nice board for using is Equality City Tax combo. Like you said, it heals and clears the whole board off.
Indeed, indeed. And his holding over the wild pyromancer, which I usually value more in this matchup because it allows you to deal, variable amount of damage with the holy Maki roll. So again, like he does
Yeah.
decide to go for the equality city tax here. Wise decision coming out from Tyrant God.
Yep. Really good play, and I think he's looking very well in control now. And Harbor Scamp instantly played because it's probably the only play alongside the trawler, and that comes up too.
Indeed, and this is a
What would
bit
you pick here?
unfortunate.
Really?
I would
Yeah,
probably
it
go
goes
for
for the
Defias
Defias
Cannon here
Cannoneer.
because, yeah, that's the most valuable minion you have. But it is, I was saying that it is a bit unfortunate that uh, Raptor is floating a mana here. Usually you would want a 3-drop here to play, but he didn't have it. He drew the
Hmm.
Bloodsail Raider, which is another 2-cost minion, so he's unfortunately not able to fill out the mana curve here.
Yep, really. And but of course he has the turn when Nelly the Great Threat, which is the Warrior minion.
Indeed, Nelly will definitely be coming down on turn 7. Usually, we have found that Quest Warrior players, they just forgo playing their Quest reward in favor of Nelly, which just proves how strong Nelly is in certain matchup. So we see that some discoveries being made by Tyrant God here. They're looking for some ways to get on the board. Uh, they have a lot of removal, but unfortunately there is not threats coming out from Tyrant God. So we see the turn 6
And
for the Cannoneer that was picked last turn is being played here.
yeah, and he goes for his
And
quest completion, and that was pretty much the only play. I don't think you would want to play the smite so early on, use it as a finisher instead. And
for sure, especially with
yep,
the
I think.
Nelly.
Yeah,
So here is the bit tricky, and
Nelly's.
he instantly seems to just go for the Pyro Clear, which makes sense. I think now you have to go for a Pyro Clear. Uh,
Yeah,
and I
because
believe
you
you will
know
be
they have
able
the
to
quest
play
reward.
for sure. And I think
Hmm.
you will be able to play. Oh, the equity top deck spicy things up, but he just continues on his plan to just play three more spells here to clear off instead of using the equality, which also makes sense because equality
Hmm.
now is more helpful because a 7/7 might be coming down next turn.
Hmm. Oh, he's going for the Garden's Grace here, and obviously
Yeah,
a full
I
board
think this
pair.
is
He
a
needed
wise
that.
choice because you need to get
Hmm.
on the board here before where on the turn they are supposed to play their quest reward. But we see,
Hmm.
we see. Yeah, I was
Oh
thinking
wow,
why you would play the quest reward, but yeah, I think in this matchup
yeah.
usually, especially with the smite in hand, right? You just want to play
Hmm.
Nelly and try to acquire enough strong pirates here to just go for the lethal. South's Scoundrel might not be too
South Seas
bad here, even though
Counter.
it gives your
Oh my
opponent
God.
another smite.
Wow.
I was
The,
actually
he could.
thinking whether captain was a pick, but now I mean you already have a captain in hand, so just getting a one mana smite cannot go wrong with that.
He can just do Rokara and his three 1/1 pirates at 8 mana and just go for the
Oh,
kill. I don't know how much damage that
oh
would
my
be.
god, that's huge damage coming out then next turn.
Yep, and I think Tyrant God probably knows what he's in for, considering how many times we've seen Smite being discovered from the Delhi pirate ship, and
Yeah,
he'll
for
be
sure,
pretty
and also
cautious
like
about that.
you can see what the pirate ship has, right? If you hover over the history log on the left side, you can see what your opponent has
Hmm.
discovered and what is in the what is a part of a crew of the ship, right? So he knows that those three cards
Hmm.
are coming. He knows that the quest reward is in hand, and is trying to figure out a
Hmm.
way to survive that onslaught. But uh, there's
And
probably
yep,
no way
he.
to do that.
This is going to be a lot of damage, and we don't know how much. Need to calculate that
11, 13
next
plus
turn.
7, 20, I believe. So not enough, I believe. Surprisingly.
Wait, So he plays six with
Because
the
all the
smite, one
one
with the
cost minions
scoundrel.
would be 13 and then the Rokara. If you
Yeah,
don't play
yeah.
Rokara, actually, it's more damage. But then you don't have mana actually. So
Hmm.
yeah, this just Rokara. I mean, you
It
can
just
afford to
yeah.
wait, right? Oh, he just plays it though.
He's just going for it.
This
He's
is
just going
going
for
for
it
the
now.
board. Yeah. And it makes sense because you have another smite. So it's not like this
Hmm.
is like you are playing your only smite. And again, this smite is discovered as well. He still has another Mr. Smite in his deck.
Yeah, of course, like you said. Very well said there. And he trades first and uses. Does he trade the 5/5? Yes, he does. Nice.
Yeah, I think you have to. I mean, there's no reason to keep the smite alive. If your opponent has discovered like a hold the bridge, it can
Hold
become
the bridge,
a swing
yeah.
turn for them. And
Hold
at
the
this point,
bridge.
like I mean, yeah, there's not much Pally can do, right? Like, I mean, they can taunt up, but you
Hmm.
still have another smite. You have a lot of value in your hand. You have a Viper that you can trade even to get something else. So there's a lot of things that Quest Warrior can do, and very little that Tyrant God can do. I think an equality clear might be coming down here.
Yeah, he goes for the coin and yeah, I think yep, it's pyro equality, of course, you said.
Hmm.
But
Smite
is
probably is
it
not
could be
enough, but again, like, yeah.
You just
The shimmer
just the best
fish.
play. You can go for it. Oh
Yeah, the
yeah, the
sunfish is coming out as
shimmering.
well, which
Hmm.
might keep him
Four
alive.
four
If
pirate. Oh, okay. Four
oh,
four
this
pirate.
is
Now it's changed.
that's 8, 4, 12,
Wait,
15.
4 7
Oh,
8.
okay. Yeah, this is
Yes,
lethal. Very well
yes,
spotted.
lethal. Wow. Yep, really good and calculated lethal, and that's game three done and dusted. 2-1 the score now in favor of
Indeed.
Raptor,
And
who
again,
was
like so
losing first.
far, yeah.
Yeah, go
And
on.
so far the matchups have been going as we expected. Like the favored deck has been able to win the games out. So I think in the end it's probably just gonna be coming down to some form of paladin mirror as it usually is in such type of back and forth series here.
True. And should
Uh,
be, I think we should be with the Paladin mirror right now. And as you said, the Warrior can, as we saw here, he got the control and went for the damage. And I think he'll go for it in game five. Yep, that's what happens. We're in for a control Paladin mirror now.
Indeed, and this mirror is extremely tricky, because both players' win condition is the same, where you just buff up your Mr. Smite and play it with the Garden's Grace
Hmm.
to kill out your opponent. But there are a lot of nuances in this matchup, like both players, I believe, are running Rush Road Viper, if I'm not wrong.
I think
No, wait,
Raptor isn't
actually,
running the Viper. Yeah,
yes,
Raptor
yes. So
isn't running.
Viper
It's
is
only Tyrant.
indeed. So
Viper
Viper
is
is
going to
not
be a
running
free
the Rush
fetcher.
Road Viper, and you see that the
The
Viper is
Tyrant
already, yeah,
already
already
in
in Tyrant
Tyrant's
God's
hand, and he
hand.
won't trade it.
I
And
mean,
he definitely
honestly,
won't
not
trade
even
that.
bad.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think it's not too bad to create if you don't have any other play because the first priority is carrier. Like if you don't have the carrier, then this is like the Viper doesn't even matter. So like first priority is that. But yeah, I
Hmm.
mean you can of course keep it and just this deck usually has a lot of cycle, so you usually get to your Light Forge carrier quite fast.
Yep. A lot of card draw and healing. And
Indeed, and we see pretty
Shimmering
much two
Sunfish
passes
coming
coming
up.
out from yeah, I mean, Tyrant God is able to get on the board early, and in this matchup, usually, the player who gets on the board early, if you have initiative, you will be able to force your opponent to make some suboptimal plays. Sometimes maybe use your righteous defense in the early game or mid game till you have Mr.
Yep.
Smite in your hand. So this is looking good for Tyrant
Hmm.
God so far, and we see that a lot of cycle is in the hand of Tyrant God as well. We see still two Flash of Light in the hand. They have a potential clear with Wild
True.
Pyromancer and Holy Meki roll as well. So a lot of options, but of
Hmm.
course still both players looking for that key card of Light Forge Carrier.
Yep. The carrier is pretty much what makes every Paladin deck exponentially better.
Indeed,
And
indeed.
as we see
Uh,
this buff spell being drawn from discovered from the Battle Vicar, the 4 mana give all minions in your hand deck battlefield +1/+1. What do you think of this discovery
that's
from Tyrant?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the part that is extremely situational, especially in this matchup. But somehow Tyrant God has found a position where it's insane, right? It just pops your minion,
Including
presents a threat on the
summon
board.
the
Like
name. Yep.
already, Raptor will have to figure out a way to clear this.
The
And from what I can see, there's not much that he can do. Oh, but there is a equality in the hand, so there is the city tax coming down. So again, like forcing out an equality before they play their the statues, the taunt statues, right? And it's extremely crucial because sometimes in this matchup also you can go for the statues in the late game when you have run out your opponent from removal spells. So that's extremely good. That but no, we see that Tyrant God isn't going for board pressure. Knowing that he's already forced his opponent to use an equality clear, there is not much reason to, play defensive. Like at this point, he can afford to go aggressive, and that is exactly what he does. And we see that this Sunfish is not even taking the trade, I think, he's just going face, or he just, well, chickens out and takes the trade here, which makes sense because then Righteous Defense can allow him to allow Raptor to clear out a 4-edge statue. But decently powerful turn coming out from Raptor here, and he's looking for that carrier, but there is a mini carrier, the carrier ROM. which might not even be picked here because there was another better option, and that it is the tail end fordering, which will allow him to draw into the Mr. Smite, which is again one of the win conditions of this deck. So a really good turn coming out from Raptor here, and I think Tyrant God will be figuring out a way to deal with this Leviathan here, which has come down, and they have multiple ways to deal with it. Let's see what they go with here. City Tech, two copies. I think it makes sense to trade at least one of them and then figure out what you would want to do next turns. We see that
Mm-hmm.
fourth Pyro is coming out because of that 4 mana spell here. And City Tech
Maybe he
number
could
2
make
being traded. Yeah.
Okani being drawn from that. One of the free
Hmm.
legendaries that each player got for logging in before the expansion. And
Indeed.
Righteous
And
Defense
it can
being played.
play a
And
crucial role as well.
in this matchup too, he could counter basically anything if Raptor doesn't pay attention to it.
Indeed, and we see that righteous defense was used there to clear out the Leviathan. Again, like one of the major threats that you have to deal with. You just cannot leave that
Mm.
unit on the board.
Yeah, the Leviathan has to be cleared the next turn is played. Otherwise, you pretty much just fall too far back, and the mirror is pretty much locked.
Indeed, and we see that Pyromancer combined Flash of Light here to pop the Divine Shields here, and of course draw a card. I wonder what the other plays could be here. Usually, there is also some merit into just not proccing the Death Rattle of Talion Forwarding in order to force your opponent to have a slow play. Usually, I mean, sometimes you can avoid drawing the minions from the forwarding, but I think in this situation they might be just going for the board control here. We see another flash of
Yep,
light,
there's
which does put. Oh, yep,
and
that's
look
the
at what
card.
the
That
flash of light has drawn. Yep,
indeed, that's
we
a
would
very
see it.
critical flash of light here.
And the Okani being played, the 6/11 Okani buffed from the brightest defense, and he just
I
holds the
wonder
board
if you
now.
go for
Let's see
a
what.
counter spell or counter minion here. Quite a tricky puzzle to solve here for Raptor, I would say.
I think he would go for the spell because, man, yep, it is spell, but
Yep,
does he play
indeed, it is
around it
well.
now? Because if this 7 mana immortalize and stone could get countered, it would be pretty brutal. And he
For
uses
sure.
the
And
city tax for
so he
it.
decides to, yeah, waste the city stacks. Again, like one of the least impactful cards in this matchup. I mean, it is tradable,
Hmm.
but of course, you can throw it down just for this specific purpose as well. And the righteous defense landing to Mr. Smite. So, pretty good righteous defense coming out from
Hmm.
Raptor here.
Yep, and there comes the first carrier, and will
Indeed, we
clear the
see the
board.
green carrier. If it's a sin if you don't play it. So Tyrant God doesn't take that risk. He just jams that light force carrier. Presses the blessing of Queen Zero power, which now buffs a random minion in your hand by +4 and +4. So +4 attack and +4.
Oh,
Oh my god,
oh my God,
that
oh my God,
one
what?
top deck to match another. Light Force
Perfect,
Carrier
perfection
number
then.
2 coming out from Raptor here, and but again we see Viper is in the hand of Tyrant God. The tech choice of that Rustrot Viper coming in clutch here.
Yep, he held it from right from the mulligan, and now he can play it safely, and that
And we see
should.
Mr. Smite has been drawn as well, which allows him to get closer to his win condition here. But there is White Pyromancer, which is 8 and 7. So you need to figure out a way to, play it out without losing too much value of that card here. So will be interesting to see how Tyrant God plays out their future turns.
And he hero powers, and it hits the pyromancer again.
Loses
A
the
12
50-50
11
to
wild pyro.
Pyromancer. That's a mega wild Pyromancer at this point. And not much
Much
options
rather make that the
in the
win
hand of.
condition.
Yeah, I mean, and there's not much options in the hands of Raptor. I mean, double Gardens, Graves, you don't want to be playing them usually before you play your Mr. Smite. I think you want to save them for
Hmm.
your combo with Mr. Smite. And but again,
With the
like the
smite.
fact that yeah, and the fact that Raptor is not running a Rustroot Viper means he will have to buff up his Mr. Smite to like you know,
60.
insane
Oh,
amounts of
yeah,
attack. Yeah, like upwards of like
yeah,
64,
theoretically.
62 at this point.
Hmm.
And that
Yeah, because
takes like
theoretically
15,
the
20
carrier
turns.
picks up. Hmm.
So honestly, I mean,
And
using Garden
equality.
Grace for board control might be an option here for Raptor, or like, I mean, not an option, but like a necessity at this point.
And I think he is
This
the how much damage does this might have right now?
this is yeah,
The
it's a
seven
seven
six.
attack, so he's two off right now.
And he just busts out the pyromancer again.
16, 16 attack pyromancer. Okay. So these are
16,
like
15.
very less threat on the board, but since you are at 15 HP, you're kind of forced to remove it if you have any form of removal. But we see another statue, immortalized in stone, coming out. The taunt statues coming out.
And this Leviathan draw, another massive draw from Tyrant. He's just drawing the best cards every turn, and I think he's just inches away from smiting his opponent away now.
Indeed, and that might be some lethal outs coming down soon because you have the Wild Pyromancer, you have Holy Mackie Roll, you have the Mr. Smite. There's a lot of damage on the board as well, so there might be some tricky lethals coming out here. But again, like even without that, right, Tyrant God is so far ahead that he doesn't need to do anything. As long as he clears the board and like just presses the hero power button.
And
Oh, wow, another Garden's
and
Grace.
he dredged the second Garden's Grace from the Leviathan, and he's chasing lethal now. And I don't think there's much
Indeed,
stopping.
yeah, I mean, right now, even like he's just one damage of lethal at this point. So, but again, like there's
And
pretty much
buffing
no
up the
way that,
Pyromancer again.
yeah, at this point, I mean, it's like doesn't even matter, right? Like it's just so far ahead. That's equality, but again, no clear. He can't even deal with the units on the board, which is a huge issue here. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, I think
And
this might
like
be
we
the game
noticed,
next turn.
and like we saw there, he traded with his 4-1 instead of the 3-1 to keep the Divine Shield taunt intact, so that to play around the potential Mr. Smite that could have been coming down, but I don't think there's an issue now.
Indeed, and is trying to heal out of range from any kind of burst damage. He knows that a unit has absorbed like at least three hero powers of this Lightforge Carriel. But we know that he has the Tyrant God has the double Garden's Grass and a Mr. Smite, which will spell just the end of the game here for Tyrant God.
Really well played, and he just concedes. He doesn't want to get smited, and the 2019 Wild Pyromancer is stuck in the hand for Tyrant God.
Indeed. Indeed,
And that
indeed,
leaves us
indeed.
with the
And again,
Paladin.
as expected, yeah, the matchup, the
Hmm.
mirror comes down to the tech choice of Frustrate Viper. One player has it, the other doesn't. So if the draws just align normally, the player with the Frustrate Viper usually comes out on the winning side.
Yep, definitely. And that leaves us with the Paladin for Raptor versus the Quest Warrior for Tyrant God. And we've seen this matchup already pan out in favor of the Warrior. And what do you think happens this time? Harbor Scam being drawn and he just plays it instantly. Hmm? And sorry about that. We carry on and we see a Carriel roam in Raptor's hand, which with a lot of holy spells could come in handy when he can clear off the board using the 4-3 Divine Shield Rush. And already it's looking like the Warrior is curving out pretty well with the fog, with the Stormwind Freebooter, South Sea Captain, a lot of the stuff in hand already for Tyrant God. And he plays the captain instantly and trades or clears off the 1-3, doesn't want any sort of threats that Raptor can buff up. And with that, we see coin carrier roam, and then And that's the turn, clears off with the carrier, and there comes a Defiance Cannoneer, pretty key component of the West Warrior, as it fires just pretty much
Indeed, very good clear coming out. Thank
three
God that
this to his
cannon
advantage.
hit the. Yeah, it's good that the cannon hit the carrier. Otherwise, the 2-2 would have to trade into it. But very decent turn coming out from Tyrant God here.
Yep. And
Not much that Raptor can do here. Just dropping the Sunfish again. Like I think Carriel playing the Carriel is extremely good, but you need some value coming out
mm,
on the back of it, right? You need to reduce your
mm,
immortalized in stone with it to get any sustainable pressure coming out on turn 6. But just without that, it's just I mean, it's a good play, but you aren't happy like just jamming it on the turn 3 or turn 4 there.
mm. And
We
yeah,
see a
but the
Shiver.
thing, Shimmering Sunfish.
Yeah, and there's
And
a
let's
very neat
see.
clear here coming out with the freebooter and just shivering it for exact amount of damage here. Again, like hitting first is also
Hmm.
fine here.
Let's see how the cannons go. Oh, that's absolutely perfect there. You can hit
Yeah,
the
I mean
freebooter
that's
onto
even
his,
better because you can save the shiver
and
for the immortalized in stone if it comes down on turn 6. So it's good that these cannons went where they went because now he'll be able to fill out the curve and clear the simmering sunfish here.
he actually dredges instead of playing the freebooter there. And he
I
actually
think he's
does
doing
play it
both.
instead.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he's
has enough
playing both.
mana to do
Wow.
both. So again, like
Yeah.
extremely strong boost coming out, already threatening, Raptor to clear using an AOE here. So we might see the
Hmm.
Equality City text coming out, but he's not the Vitality Surge. I think he's still able to play those cards, but if not, just
He
might. Okay,
goes
yeah,
for
he
the
has enough mana to
equality
play everything, and that's the full
and the
clear. And I
equality
believe
city
it's
tax.
also that put the Queen Ashara on like one tick away from being able to get the
Yeah.
trigger off.
Hmm.
So wow, we see just Mr. Smite being dropped on the board here. Very interesting play coming out from Tyrant 1. It doesn't make sense. I mean, usually you just want to fill out your curves, and this does it.
And yep, something about Mr. Smite's voice line that's pretty interesting. Like he says, "All hands on deck," or whatever that is.
Yeah, indeed.
And
We see very
and
slow play coming out here. Much that he can do here. At least they have the righteous defense to get rid of. I mean, it won't even get rid of it, right? The,
it
the,
would,
the unit will be on the board.
and that means
So,
every pirate has charge. This is not what he wants. Obviously, it's still a 1/1
indeed.
pirate that gives other pirates charge.
Yeah, and also we see
And
that perfect top deck here. So he will be Tyrant will be able to play out his whole hand here, except the shivering shiver that Timbers, I believe, is the name of the card, the spell. But he will be able to pick
yeah,
all the pirates, which will be a lot of damage coming out this turn.
yeah, definitely. And this would be 1, 3, 5, and the freebooter adds 2 damage alongside its attack, which is 3. Yeah, this is a lot of damage. I can't calculate.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere around 10 damage. But again, he has to remember to not attack with the weapon first because then
Weapon,
the
yeah, yeah,
freebooter
yeah, yeah.
won't deal.
Because the freebooter, it will only have charge,
Yeah,
but it
and
won't clear off the 1/1. Oh no, 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 no.
but we
Oh,
see he.
he's
Yeah, I think he misses
and
that. At least the buff
man,
landed on the freebooter, so he's not missing out on too much damage. I think he's missing out on only one
on a
damage
lot,
because
but it could have been a full clear. Yeah.
yeah, so it's too bad for Tyrant Coastal, and he's still a lot favored in this spot here. I don't see how Raptor will be able to climb back from here. The Leviathan will probably have to trade into the one Mr. Mind, which is not what you want to do at all.
Looking good
And
for Raptor.
yeah, and
Although
this
this
plays
is
are
the upper
fine.
bracket. Hmm.
Yeah,
Clear of
whoever
the 5-3.
loses here will still have a chance. But interestingly, they take the battle Viker. I was looking at Wild Pyromancer, but because you have a way to deal with
Hmm.
board coming out next turn using righteous defense and Mackie roll to also heal yourself.
Hmm.
But they are looking for something better. They are looking for something better next turn with that Battle Viker there.
And he uses the Timbers Puff for a perfect clear on the Leviathan and its Claw. That puts him at 5 health, and this is not looking good at all for Raptor.
Indeed, and Captain Rokara is also played at this point. Everything is looking grim for raptorHS here. We see that they have ways to, I guess, heal up. But they just
And
instead decide to
Demoralized.
go for the Indeed,
I
and
think it's
it
to
makes
choke
sense,
up the
like
cannons. Oh, the one of the cannons hit face. This
what
is exactly not what he wants
and
now.
how much damage is this? I think it's not enough just yet. But
Yeah,
like there's no hurry for Tyrant God at this point. He can just wait
hmm,
out, and pressure is on Paladin to constantly clear the board
hmm,
while also healing up to stay out of range of lethal.
He could use the Outrider's Axe to draw a card and maybe get something like some discovery effect like the amalgams. We can see about that, and he's gonna draw a card from that.
Indeed, indeed.
Let's see what the draw comes up. He could have dredged first and maybe done that, but
Mr.
that's fine. And
Smite.
Puffer Fist.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
that would
Smite
actually
hasn't played
be.
yet, I think. He could
Oh yes, he
discover a
did play
Smite of the
the
Amalgam. He could get Smite
right,
of the
right, right.
Amalgam like we saw. And yeah, he does the dredge after, but it's completely fine. Doesn't really matter. He's so far ahead. Just plays
Indeed.
more
I think
armor
the
gain.
only so the only saving grace at this point for Raptor might have been the Pyromancer, but we know both of them are now at the bottom of his deck. So he knows there is no wild
And there's
Pyromancer
no.
coming out from the top deck.
Hmm.
Oh,
And hold
okay,
the
go for
bridge,
battle. Like
maybe.
I was kind of looking at just playing the Shara and discovering a colossal minion, to try to the
Colossus.
Warlock colossal might be good here.
Hmm. Gigafin could have saved him, yeah. And
Yes,
hold the
yes,
bridge is
but
a really good discovery here.
indeed, but does not seem to be too much that he can do to this board. I mean, hold the bridge sure would allow him to clear off one of this minions
The
units on the board,
7-3.
but
You
yeah,
kill the
but there's like
7-3
so
using the
much damage
2-4.
coming out here.
Hmm. Hmm.
And again, hold
Deals
the bridge
plus
only
plus
gives life
11
steal for
and he
one
can
turn.
kill another minion off.
Yeah, he's healing again. He's trying to stabilize here and getting very close to doing that actually. A good like discovery from Queen Ashara might just be able to keep him alive in this game here. Oh, a 5 damage weapon coming out, pretty strong. And a cross minion, a
Pretty strong.
4/6 coming out that will also draw a card. So, really,
The anchor man, yeah.
yeah, and
Really
there's the
good.
amalgam that
Hmm.
we have been talking about. Let's see what it discovers. I think it's always getting played here.
Yep, there's really nothing much else he can do. Maybe just curve out, just play everything and start top decking from now on. Let's see. And he goes for it.
Oh,
Gets Mr. Smite. That's G. Is that
oh,
lethal?
that's Mr. Smith. That has to be.
G710. Yeah,
I
that's
think I'm
lethal.
not even going to count.
That's
I think that
lethal.
is lethal. There's
Yeah, it
and
is. It is.
what game, man? Like
And that.
Raptor was just one turn away from stabilizing there, but that Mr. Smite coming out from the
Hmm.
discovery just sealed the deal here.
It's too common. Like every time the amalgam or Nelly is played, this Mr. Smite, and boom, you just deal 6 damage, and the rest of the
Indeed,
pirates also
indeed.
do. And that wraps up our series. Tyrant God going to the grand finals and locking a place in the 2022 Asian Games as a representative. Congratulations to the player. Hmm?
Indeed, we have our first finalist, and I believe we will be starting with the lower bracket round soon. So, uh, yeah, I'm looking
Yep.
forward to them.
Yeah, and as we know, both of us are in the lower bracket.
You're a rolling stone, but I'm a cannonball. You're not fooling me, not fooling anyone.
Now I'm joined by a new guest, the winner of the previous game, tyrantgod, who is also coincidentally our first representative for Hearthstone in the Asian Games 2022. How do you feel, Tyrant, following the previous match?
The second match of the day. So, Vijay, continue. Vijay, continue कुछ देर के लिए.
And as we saw, the next match will be Phoenix 14 versus Choudhary. Phoenix, obviously, a pretty consistent player, places in a lot of the Hearthstone Masters Tour events, and overall a pretty formidable opponent for Choudhary, I guess. And it'll be a really interesting match to see who comes out on top. And following that, we are still waiting for Tyrant to come online, and otherwise we can keep discussing about now we can discuss about the lineups. It's again the same Quest Hunter for both players, and the Control Paladin, which has been performing pretty well today. We saw the Mr. Smite being the Wild Pyromancer being buffed up to 20 damage using the Carrier Hero power, and a lot of stuff actually. And even in the top 8 stream, we saw 34 damage Smite coming out against gcttirth. And overall, the Control Paladin has been performing pretty well in this tournament. And as we know, Quest Hunter is the best deck after Druid in each of the lineups. All decks running Quest Hunter, bar one, which is actually mine. I'm running Mech Mage, and I hope I can cause an upset in my match, but we'll see about that. And I'm stoked to see who comes out on top for this next set of rounds. And unfortunately, we're still waiting on Tyrant to come online, and apologies for the delays caused. Otherwise, and that's all there is to say.
अभी मेरा वॉइस नहीं आएगा ना once again.
Is that Tyrant on the line? I think they're having some issues still at the moment, and otherwise, and that's understandable. They just came from a win.
Hello?
Oh, yeah, you're back. Hello, tyrantgod. Congratulations on your win. You're the first representative
thank you very
for
much.
Team India. How do you feel?
It was like very. I'm feeling great actually. So it's a tough, especially the Warrior one. It was tough. I did play some misplays, but finally I think I went through it.
Yeah, we saw that you accidentally played the Foxtail freebooter after the weapon attack, which costed 2 damage. But yeah, in the end, you won, and that's all that matters. And great congratulations, and hope you grab a medal for the country.
Thank you so much. That was a great result. Try matches between. Vijay, are you there?
Yeah, I am listening.
Yeah. So, I hope match will start soon. So, can you say something about the lineups?
Yeah. It's like we talked about the lineups. They're pretty much the same like the last round which you played. The Questline Hunter being pretty much the most powerful deck because we got a double Druid ban, and then the Control Paladin, which has caused quite a lot of moments in the whole tournament, and we're looking to see more. what do you think of what was your thought process in bringing the Rust Viper in your control paladin deck?
I did expect like most of the will be same, so it's always better to prepare for mirrors. So if you have restaurant Viper, that's like the win condition you need. The time is to face it.
Very
That's
well said. Very well said.
Raptor.
And we have started off with the game with the quest hunter mirror again for both the players.
So because Phoenix doesn't have any.
Yep, the candle shot obviously a good start, but I don't think it matters much in this matchup considering both players are running Drexthar, I think.
Yeah, both players, to be honest, candle because there are not games that they play, right? So.
And he's taking his time with the quest play, although there's really nothing much this turn except play the quest and he just
I think
when he starts roping. The concept of roping in Hearthstone. It's taking all your time in each turn.
Rope with tournament. Caliber. Not the first.
And the tracking.
To rope in.
Yeah, now the game really starts.
So as you have damage.
And the Drexthar in Choudhary's hand is pretty big. You do coin Drexthar on turn 3, yep, definitely. Really nothing for either player at the moment. And do we see the coin Drexthar coming out, or is it just going to be name shot? What do you think?
I think that's right. So I am expecting.
Yeah, he's going for it.
No, if you see the Phoenix's hand, it's what it gets.
Double treasure guard. The treasure guard obviously a 3 mana 1/5 taunt that draws a card when it dies. Good addition in Quest
mostly
Hunter.
Care about it. Just... You remove it. So I think mostly play like I think for me
piercing shot coming.
Yeah.
There's really no other play. Yeah, that's the correct play, definitely. And Raz Nazjan being drawn off the top for Choudhary. Really, it's powerful draw, but it doesn't curve out perfectly. So maybe he could do it next turn with Raz Nazjan plus aim shot for 3+3/6 damage. What do you think would be the correct line of play at this turn? And we can see it's currently at stage 2 of the quest, yet to be started. Just one more damage needed. One more damage needing spell actually. Although it doesn't curve out perfectly, I think the wound prey and just hero powering would be worth it. Let's see what does he go for. Oh, he's going for the Naga play. He's just pushing more points of face damage. Complete the quest stage as well. Really good turn.
Right, so
Yes, you're.
yeah, so he can do is that is the high priority, like 2 mana 2/3 which deals damage. So
Perfect now.
yes, he can use that 1 mana spell and then use spell back, right? So that he can do. But the options, like you can go either way, like it is still in the quest progress realm, right? So
Yeah. So yeah, I think that was a better play. Yeah, well spotted, well said. And Phoenix completing his stage of the quest. And he uses a Dragonbane shot to clear off the Naga, legendary Naga, which is obviously needs to die, otherwise you take a lot of damage. And he further enhances his quest with the second Dragonbane shot, and is now just
so he's
2
like
spells
well
away from.
forward on I think 3 damage every turn,
Yep.
right? So he needs to keep that in mind. So that's why he killed that 1/1. So that's a good step.
Yep.
And for Choudhary, that 1/1 helps him to get more damage to face, right? So even he can do, and it helps in his quest progress also. So
And like we saw in your game, you don't need to complete the quest to win. Just brush as
yeah,
much face
that's for
damage
sure.
as you can, and it really
So
works
only
out.
goal
The
is just
Naga
save
well.
as much damage to face and also save your minion, like so that you can push more damage with that spell. So
Definitely. Aimed shot and tracking then. Oh, he's piercing. His piercing is 1/1 to deal 5 extra damage. He's just going all in for it now.
yeah, he started this plan like from turn 2, right? So I don't think he will change now. And he prayed hell, and Phoenix is at 12. So
Yep, it's
but
not looking good
let's
because.
have a lot of spells.
But
At this
again, the
point, it
number of
doesn't matter,
spells
right?
don't matter. Yeah.
If he has a lot of spells, he's
And
already like well behind. So
like it doesn't even matter now. He can Choudhary has a lot of. He can just do aim shot, hero power, and that would be what 7 damage to face. And we know the quest hunter doesn't run any healing, so it would just be a fairly quick game if we don't see anything spectacular come out of Phoenix.
yeah, so he does, but I think 12 is like 1 point of like damage dealing capability. Of,
He's
I think
actually burning the Dragonbane shot here.
what he can do, right?
He's
Like,
gonna go for the quest.
more like
Yeah, there's really no other play.
so I think at this point this game does look like Choudhary gonna like, get it to the 12. Let's see. So in the hand he has around 7. So what at this juncture of this game, like
Maybe
you will push
just
the
do aim
damage, right?
shot. Yeah, maybe just do aim shot hero power now and just go all in, and you have the explosive trap and the tracking to hunt for any damage dealing spell.
Yeah.
He's using the aim shot to deal an extra damage with the spell damage Naga.
See, once he's at 4 with any kind of spell, he's right. So
Yeah.
I think,
Yeah, I think this has got to be game now. And I don't
yeah.
see Phoenix really making a comeback from this. And yeah, the Barb Nest does absolutely nothing.
So observing continuously for 2 games is like the quest
Yeah,
doesn't
this is
depend on quest.
yeah, this is the second game we're seeing it. The person completing the quest loses first.
Yeah. So just change the name of this
Maybe you don't.
hunter, like Phase Hunter for now. Like if it's mirror.
Hmm. Maybe don't complete the quest next time and you'll win.
Yeah, that's what you should hope for.
Yep, that's that. And anything he does will. Phoenix probably knows there's absolutely nothing saving him here. You're tracking the explosive trap, obviously, just he can't attack for space. Oh, candle shot. He's either gonna use the candle shot to kill. Okay.
Yeah. So he wants to
That's.
do it honor. Phoenix doesn't allow it, but
Yeah. That didn't happen. And that's game 1, done and dusted.
so these
what do you think
like
of that
generally
game?
these phase mirror matches are like either person kind of matches, right? So either good hand or you need to have lot of spells so that you can either complete your quest too fast or either damage the face anyway. But I think the next match we'll be noticing mostly Phoenix again because it's very good against other lineups like other decks for Choudhary. But maybe we can see
Yeah.
some change. But what do you think?
I think obviously I think Phoenix will stick to his hunter because it's pretty much like you get a win with it anyhow with against most of the matches considering how good it is at the moment. I think and there we have it. Chaudhary switching to his control paladin here.
So
What are your
Hunter
thoughts on this
having 2
matchup?
oozes is like the biggest point of this game, right? Already has 2 oozes, so he can deal a lot of damage. And as a rotation, Hunter has got like lot of damage. So even if you heal multiple times, it's not enough. Like but for paladin, say Hunter is most fair, but
Yep, well said. And really nothing much at the start. We have Hero Power coming out for Phoenix, and currently Chaudhary just planning his next move, calculating what he can do next.
so one way Pally can win this game is like being somewhat aggressive, but doesn't have kind of. So we need to wait. How would he plan next turns?
Definitely.
So this is a good start. But whatever minion he's gonna keep on board, like Hunter is gonna eat it, right? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
at both ends.
the hunter basically wants you to play as many minions as possible.
And Phoenix has got this Naga, and so it will help in activating that barb net. So, so it's like it's more damage. That's what he wants, right?
Yeah, but the
so I would say
patch was the fix.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, I would say like at the moment Phoenix is hand is very good. This is the hand you want, but obviously like the 4 is not the negative, but I think this hand is good.
And this Naga really not doing much, but it just gives board presence, and that's all he's looking for at the moment.
But I think expect him, right? Like he won a lot of games. This Naga, like,
and I think we've had some complications there, I guess.
Yeah, and we are not giving enough respect to that Naga, so for 5 minutes.
Yeah, the Naga should have been respected for its efforts in all these games, and I think yeah, that's that.
So like in this time, like we can see the further matchups of these guys. Now, like as I said, Paladin is favored. Depending on who wins, like let us assume the favored matchup, Paladin. Sorry, Hunter is favored. Like Paladin does lose. So what would
I would expect I would expect Phoenix to bring. He could bring his own paladin into the mix there and then.
so
And
Chaudhary's Paladin Viper, right?
yeah, Chaudhary is using the paladin at the moment.
Yeah. So if it does, and Phoenix's Paladin also has a Viper. So I think that's an interesting matchup to see, right? Like because it's going to win
Yeah, both are
because it's a
running.
mirror, both have Vipers.
I'm more intrigued to
In
see Phoenix play the Burn Shaman, which he's brought this tournament.
he's like because Hunter has already won for Choudhary. I think I mean it's a I would say it's like safe point at this time to bring it
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
because against Hunter it has like very bad matchup, like it's in 20s or 30s.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah.
So I think it would be interesting to see like depending on who wins
Hmm,
this
hmm.
matchup.
Yeah,
And
I think the favored
till now,
matchup
like
wins
we are
most of the time,
noticing,
but we never know.
yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Like, but till now we are seeing like both players are playing really well. Like they didn't do any like obvious mistakes, uh,
Hmm.
and
And
uh,
the real
like
like test comes for Chaudhary in the Demon Hunter, which he's left with, of course.
yeah. But I think Phoenix is planning on farming some aggro decks, right? Like for example, Quest
Yeah,
Warrior
his
as well as
lineup, his lineup targets the aggro decks.
yeah. So I would say it would favor him, but as you said,
And we are back with the broadcast, and we see the
yeah.
Tavish
And
just being
also
played right there, right on
very
time.
bad for Paladin, but I think his hand is like very low with spells, right? It just has one card.
Hmm.
So,
Hmm.
and Pally has a like
Phoenix will
seven
need a
mana taunts.
full hand.
Yeah,
This will
that's true.
need something like the Furious Howl, which draw the card until you have three, and this Righteous Defense is huge and buffs up the Pyromancer. Something we've been
But
seeing a lot today.
yeah, I don't know like why all the buffs are going answer. Like he's something there.
Yeah, you got a 2019 Pyromancer on your side.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think he's on fire today.
And you can see it evidently. He's on actually on fire. And his
So
voice
what
line also
Chaudhary is
is, "Do you
doing is
like to
what
play
I
with
would do.
fire?"
Yeah. And
Yeah, he's
also
going
Chaudhary
for
is
heavy
using his
damage.
Garden's Grace. Yeah, that's true.
Double Guarded Grace.
See, in a second he has a lethal. That's what Paladin does.
Hmm.
That Phoenix draw is very good, but let's see like help
Yeah,
him
the
to damage that much.
Furious Howl being drawn. Yeah, it's huge. Maybe he could get his own lethal setup next turn with some spells. And the Tavish being drawn. Nice draw there.
But it doesn't matter, right? Most probably
Yeah.
Chaudhary has a lethal, but I don't know. Like in hand, he doesn't have. But 11-11
It
facing
would
you is like
need.
always dangerous.
He currently, I think he heals up now, and that's not looking good for Chaudhary. Maybe he could use a Tavish and try to look for some secrets. What do you think are the secrets that can save him here?
I think most probably one could be freezing trap, obviously, because it's 11-11, right? So you want it to freeze it. But another could be like, what do you say? Like, I don't think any other thing will help a lot. Another thing would
Yeah.
be some spell opposing secret, like there is freezing trap, right? So that could
Ice.
help.
Yeah, there's freezing, there's ice trap, and of course you get the taunt from the animal companion hero power.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I don't think he can now use the damaging hero power and push for lethal this way, and he's just healed up too far away.
Yeah. But
and I
17
don't
is
know how
still
that
within
ranks.
range, but his hand doesn't support it.
Hmm.
So
Yeah. So it has to be the
let's
Tavish
hope he
coming
gets
in,
freezing.
freezing, or maybe the taunt minion. But even the taunt would get cleared by pyro equality.
So at the moment he has around 9 damage. With weapon it's 10. So most probably he will be using Tavish, right? So
Yeah, it's the only way to survive at the moment.
let's pray like he will get the freezing trap. That's what I'm hoping for.
Let's see, let's see. Gonna be pretty intriguing. And yeah, he's hovering over it,
But he does
and he's
have a lot at it because he's gonna discard twice. So
hmm. I think he could arcane shot one and arcane shot once, and then hero power the. Yeah, never mind. Because the hero power costs 2 now, it doesn't cost 0.
yeah, that's true. Got the
Oh, there's
freezing
the
trap.
freezing
So
trap. And does
I
he
would
pick the
take
explosive
ice
or
trap.
ice? Oh, he goes for
Oh,
the
oh,
emergency
that's interesting.
maneuvers. The new secret
Yeah,
added.
I
What do you think about that?
think it does.
Oh,
Maybe because he's gonna get the hero power with some minions, maybe he wants to get some value out of it.
hmm. Yeah,
But
more lethal maybe.
yeah, that's true.
Oh, Mr.
That would be
Smite
awesome
being
way to
drawn.
end it, right?
Yeah, just stealing victory from the jaws of defeat.
Late time, but uh, I think he got another charge minion bypass that trap for now.
Hmm.
So this is quite a risky play too.
Is he going to attack and waste all his buffs, or yeah? I think he knows one of them. He'll play around freezing trap, of course.
Yeah, sure. Like I would, what do you say about playing uh, 6 mana 6/5 pirate? But at least you can test for it, right? Because it's already has a what do you say, this lethal here. So but this is also fine because he's already winning. Just
Hmm.
it's what is at the moment, like with 3 cards in hand is fine, and hero power is also not
Hmm.
that like impactful.
Oh, he just missed a hero power there. I don't think it matters, but yeah, of course he could have gotten another taunt. Maybe we'll never know. Yeah, the Naga is a good draw as it gives spell damage +1 and he can clear it safely. And Huffer
At this
coming out.
point, his goal is to clear all the minions except one, so that at least his freezing
Yeah,
trap does something, right?
yeah, he
So
needs
that's
to
what.
keep the 11/11. Every minion except the 11/11 has to stay alive. Has
Yes.
to die actually. My bad.
But in previous turn, that taunt is there, so even if he uses charge, it doesn't like matter. But
Hmm. And it has the emergency maneuvers too, so he'll get 2 more taunts after that.
actually, he has pyro with equality, right? Maybe he can clear it and then use his charge to test it.
Yeah,
So
that's a good way. But does he have the mana for that? Wait, 2, 3.
2, 1,
Yeah,
and
he does
6, right?
actually.
So
Two,
yeah,
2, 1, and 6. Yeah, that would have been. He would have been 2. That would have been lethal then. Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
But I think
Well
he's just
spotted. Well
milking this
spotted.
moment. Like he wants the game to go long and
Hmm.
then win. Like that's what he's.
Make it slow and painful,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he just does pyro quality.
And he's very confident, right? Because Phoenix hand is empty, so he's not
Yeah,
gonna die
he
for sure.
he'll only get 2 animal companions each turn. Maximum of 2 because he can draw minion as well. And Wound Prey
Yeah.
does its thing. More taunts.
I think this is good for Phoenix considering they don't have clear, but
Hmm. Let's see what that gives. Another taunt. Wow. So many Mishas.
oh man, me today.
And you can see Misha's card art. It looks like he's angry over some food. Maybe I don't know what that is.
Yeah, the card art is always confusing to me. This, especially this one, like, what he's doing actually.
Yeah,
He is
it
he eating?
looks like he's angry. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like he's eating. Looks like he's angry. Could be anything.
But looking at the hand, I don't think he has the clear.
Hmm.
But he can search for because he has draws, right? So
He does have to
Indian draws.
clear it
So
because
it's
this is a lot of damage too. Because maybe if Phoenix gets a halfer, this could be brutal and he could push lethal of his own.
yeah, that's
These
true.
taunts need to get out of the board quick.
Like, what would you do here? Like, the best play here
Maybe
is
just draw first, yeah, that, and then look forward, and maybe then Okani with the spell.
yeah,
Where
that's a very
Leviathan
good draw.
changes a lot of things.
Wow.
I would
I
have
think
done
that's the only
I would
draw
have
that
that draw basically locks the game.
locks the game because Hunter is not gonna draw anymore. Like, most probably he has only one. At least he got Viper, but it's still a cycle, right? So
That
in this
Leviathan
matchup, you
draw,
need Viper, but
can't be stressed how important that Leviathan draw really was.
yeah, it's like I think it's the draw
I think
that
it's
won. Like,
I think it saved him pretty much because this would have been a lot of damage otherwise. Care of
so
two
now,
of those taunt minions, which is 8 damage.
yeah,
Wait,
he got
that's
the clear.
lethal.
So I think
Wait, he could
yeah.
do Pyro Quality Smite, and that's lethal
No,
because the
Pyro
Leviathan
equality
deals
this
4
4
damage.
5 will die, right? What's the damage of Smite for now? Like, I don't remember.
But Smite is at 6. I don't know Smite's damage actually.
So
Pyro City
I think
Tag
there are no
Smite.
buffs, right? Pyro and City Tax is what's needed, right? So he can save his minion and then use
Yeah,
Smite.
Pyro City Tag Smite. Yeah, he got it. He got it there.
So it's great
I would
play
have
by
misplayed
Choudhary.
there. I would have
Even
played
though
Pyro
Choudhary
Quality
delayed
Smite
it,
and
he
leave the
won.
game.
So
Hmm.
that's what does matter, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like we said, in the end, the result matters no matter how you win or lose.
yeah, that's true.
Even with the
But
misplay.
I
And
mean,
that's
Phoenix's
2-0.
players, I would be very scared now, like because
Hmm.
it's 2-0 already. So what do you think he'll queue?
I think he'll bring the Paladin again because, as we know, the Demon Hunter is the only deck left, and Phoenix
That's
kind
what
of
he's
prepared an
aiming to farm.
anti-aggro. Yeah, and maybe we could see a reverse sweep on the Demon Hunter.
I do hope so. Till now, the players are playing it really well. So at least if
Hmm.
they reverse starts, we can have like 2 or 3 more games. So that would be fun.
Hmm. A lot of fun, indeed.
I don't know, man. Like, this Paladin is a lot of fun to cast to play because like things you could do.
Hmm. And the same can't be said about aggro decks. You just
That's
play a
true.
bunch of stuff and then hope it survives and then you win. And if they clear it, you lose. That's pretty much it. And we start off an Iron
I
Beam
think
Frog coming right off the bat.
so mostly here, so you don't mess with the Trog.
Wow, that's a nice draw. The Drex are coming out.
It's a very good start for Choudhary. So let's see if Phoenix handles
Definitely.
this. Oh, he's so
He's going for the sun. The Sunfish absorbs this pretty well.
yeah.
Maybe he could do Battle Fiend and he could just fill out the mana using the 2 1-drops and attack. Or maybe, yeah, he trades and then Battle Fiend attack maybe.
Oh,
Or
great
maybe
draw,
he
right?
draws. Yeah, that's a really nice
It's multi
draw. He
strikes.
can attack twice now.
Yeah, it will
With
clear it
that
well.
kills
And
yeah, and he gets to those 4 1-1s from the Battle 1 Vanguard.
what is again full? Like, what Phoenix is not panning out for him.
The Phoenix definitely doesn't want this much pressure to come out because he doesn't have any board clears in his hand. Like Equality City Tax, Pyro Equality, anything.
Yes. Phoenix is floating his 2 for now. Let's see, but I think it can find some clears. So maybe he will use it next turn.
and we see the multi-strike coming out. Yeah, that will summon 4/1/1s, and he'll trade perfectly with a Trog.
Yeah, this is like the best
Oh,
turn that Choudhary could possibly have.
he's actually keeping the Trog alive. I don't know about that because the board is full already. So, what do you think about this? Keeping the Trog alive?
It does help. Like for example, if the opponent uses city tags, at least it survives, right? So it makes opponents
Yeah.
turn somewhat awkward. So I think it's good.
Hmm. Oh,
Uh,
consecration though.
he
Very
wants.
nice
That's what he
discovery
wants, right?
from. That's the only thing right now that can save him. Garden
Yeah,
Place does nothing. He just wants to stabilize at the moment, so that's fine. And
at least he's confident that he could use.
Hmm.
So what would you do? Like
Yeah,
maybe I would clear.
just go Drexar. Just go Drexar right now.
Let's see if he does. Like
He's
because if there is any clear, that would be the problem. Like if you use Director, we won't have much refill, right?
And
If
he's
these
like,
does
he's
get
actually
cleared, then
playing
you
well.
can use Director next turn, like if it's possible. As Demon Hunter, you generally expect your opponent, like Paladin, to have some kind of clears, right? So I think it's a good. Let's see how does it pan out.
This is just going to be a simple consecration turn. Full
Yeah.
board clear, just leaving the 1/3 alive.
So
And I
Choudhary
would have
did good
misplayed by
actually.
not playing. And there comes a Drexar now, and more pressure.
And he gets the
Puffer
puffer
fist
face,
and
so
sidekick.
it's one more damage.
That's one more damage. Yeah.
I think in this matchup, it does count because Paladin does have a lot of healing. So especially in this mid game.
And this carrier is really valuable as he can do it in the Immortalize in Stone next turn. And even
Yeah.
heal up with a flash of light.
So with
Flash
this
of
in
light
hand,
plus
I
another
think
white.
Phoenix is having good 6th turn, right? I think it helps him a lot.
But this draw from Choudhary just stopped the.
Oh,
Oh my
my
god.
God.
This
That's
is.
the exact counter to that 6.
I don't know
I
how to
think
explain
Choudhary.
this. Choudhary is just going all in with the pressure now. And the
Yeah,
demon
even
with
I
the
am like
Curtress coming
confused
in
like
next
how
turn.
he's getting that good of draws.
Immortalize in Stone would be pretty nice, but it would just die to the Curtress hero. The Curtress bans
he-
type of summon.
If I am in Phoenix's place, I would like pray he doesn't have it. That's what I can do.
Yeah, of course, because it's the only play that survives right now.
Yeah.
And he'll just go for it. And
But
Lady
obviously
Tenno
against
being
8, so
drawn, but
it's
there are
gonna
no
come.
spells. Yeah, there's absolutely no other play, so and it's the strongest play anyways. Just getting your hero down as quickly as possible. There it is. Phoenix will obviously not be happy at all with this.
Yeah, he would be.
The 6.
But I will. But he still has chance. Like he has another taunt statue, right? So that would help him. But let's see. But it's like lot of damage that's going on his face, like every turn.
He just realized he missed a 1/1 to be summoned there. But that's fine. He's so far ahead even with this.
Yeah.
But
So if I am
all it takes is one board clear.
Yeah, that's true.
And
But he's already at 8.
what do
I
we
would be
think?
very scared. Like
Yeah,
this
same.
is too
But
low of a health
Leviathan
to.
does nothing. Leviathan does nothing here. It's still a lot of damage. You would kill
Only
the
thing we can do
6,
is
2 and 3, 4. 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
He still dies because the Curtress has a refreshing hero power with 2 damage.
that too with 6 minions. The horror you would see in nightmares.
Maybe he could try to trade first with the Viper and then see what he gets. And if he doesn't, then just immortalize in Stone and pray for the best. But
Yeah,
then
that's
again,
what. I think that's the best play here. So he's doing it.
with
He gets his
city tax,
city tax.
you get equality from the Vickers.
Or again, another
It's
city
still
tax
some-
would also help.
Yeah,
He needs
and
healing
basically
anyway.
just needs as much healing.
Oh,
Maybe he's going for the righteous defense first. I don't know about that, but
even but it is safe play, right? Like at
yeah.
least you can CT tax now. So
Hmm.
that
Yeah, it does guarantee a clear though.
I think he could have gone for
Wow.
Discover first, but that's fine, I guess. Like anyway, he didn't find
Yeah, it's
anything.
a nice clear. It just clears all the damage off. And
But that
another dead
puffer
draw
is
from
like
Choudhary.
being there from which turn? Like 4 turns.
Yeah, it was someone on a direct hard turn. Yeah, so it's been
Yeah,
I don't know how many.
it's packing
How
quite
much
a
damage
punch.
is this? Yeah. 6. That's
It's 6.
he's 2 of lethal. So the city
I think
tax
it's
did
3,
save
right?
him for another. Yeah,
Sorry, 1 damage
actually
from
the puff
puffer
of
face.
his even.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
As I said, like
He
he's
just needs one.
dealing like around 3 to 4 damage and so.
By the way, if he drew a spell, that would have been lethal because Tenno would have attacked the 2 health, 2 damage first.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
what does he
let us
draw?
hope.
Vitality Surge. Could draw Vitality Surge first and then see what he gets. Maybe there aren't many things that heal now too. He's drawn the Leviathan, the Smite,
At least
even
pyro.
the
Is there any
Okani as
other
well.
pyro in the deck? Like if he has it, at least that healing
Yeah, he
spell.
has
Like,
a
oh man. Like,
that does nothing. Yeah,
so I
that
think
should be
match is
game.
looking
There's
off.
really nothing.
Yeah.
Wow. Choudhary sweeping a really formidable opponent there. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
and
game.
that
There's
too
really
with 3-0.
nothing.
That's good.
The 3-0
I think
sweep.
Choudhary and Phoenix both
Wow.
have played really well.
Hmm.
It happens
Wow.
sometimes, right? You will get swept even though you target them.
Yeah.
So, but it's a
And
very good game. I think both
yeah,
players played really well.
that's a very big win from Choudhary, and that means unfortunately that's the end of Phoenix's run in the 2022 Road to Asian Games.
He's already like qualified for Master Tour
Yeah,
event,
and
right? So good solace for him.
hopefully goes on to win that, and of course all the best to Chaudhary as he continues his expedition and he faces the opponent.
Yeah, yeah.
And his next opponent would be the winner of me versus Tirth actually. Let's see how that goes.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, then let's see that match.
Hmm. And what do you think of that match overall, though? It's a big sweep, great performance from both players. At obviously the Demon Hunter winning was kind of unexpected.
Feel your energy when our eyes touch, so familiar deep inside, like you were already mine. Surreal to me, how you make me feel wild and calm at the same time. Never felt so alive. Thought I was crazy until I reached out and saw your hand there waiting for mine, like the stars had all aligned. Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some more. Oh, think it's empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let off the rules, cause that's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling it? Touch me, are you in it? Don't see what you're seeing, but typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh, don't think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. Now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave with me. I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? this love that you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. This love that you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back.
Hey guys, back now. We have a new caster with us, Phoenix. So he played the last games. So that was great games to watch. So Phoenix, you can introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is RDAG, and I go with username Phoenix. Okay, so let's start. And so my last game was with Choudhary. That was fun, but so I lost. But it is Hearthstone, and we lose sometimes. We win sometimes. We lose sometimes. So it
Yeah,
all
that's the
happens.
life, right? So you have learned a lot.
Yeah.
So
At least, yeah. So
yeah,
I got eliminated, but at least I'm pretty sure that all of the players that are currently in the game are quite far with the have pretty good chance to get us grab us some medals and also let's see.
oh,
So this
match has
game we
already
have
started.
yeah. So sorry.
So Phoenix, say like what would be the strategy for this matchup?
So this matchup is Mage versus Quest Hunter, and I would say this is a bit Hunter favored. But if Mage can stick some minions on the board or get some combo going on, then Hunter can get very low on HP pretty soon.
Oh, Vijay is playing super fast. He's very confident in this matchup. Let's see what he does.
So Tempo Rajnajan we can see here coming down. That is a premium minion for Quest Hunter, but Tirth just dropped it for Tempo, so that Vijay is forced to make some trades going on there and commit something into that.
Yeah, and he needs to use. So it's you could have played some minion, right? So I think Tirth has did well by playing that.
It did his job. Yeah.
So this is next turn obvious, right? You will coin Rector.
Yep. Yeah, and this is a premium 4-drop, and on coin it is so great. This is best tempo card on 4-drop in the game right now.
And he gets a Viper, so that's a good one, and also a taunt.
And he gets pretty decent stats on the board, both of them 3-4 and a 1-5. So that's pretty hard for Mage to clear.
So Vijay is going for Dredge, so let's see what he picks. Phoenix, is there any other option than Seafloor Gateway, or would you pick something else?
I would basically he's trying to fill his curve here, but and that is quite necessary in this matchup to because if you go slow, Hunter will just demolish you. So that's why he's trying to that's why he's trying to go for tempo plays here. But considering his hand, he could have gone gateway as well. So That Wajib
Yeah,
like
I think.
possibility as well.
But the issue is like 2 mana 1/3. I think it will be traded easily for now. Um,
Uh, so ping. So see. So he was not utilizing his 2 mana right here. So instead of dredging here, I would have like if it was for me, I would have played the gorilla bot and discover something instead, because that's a like 3/4 instead of a like two small
yeah, that
minions.
would make sense. But I
But
think he hoped
yeah,
for
yeah,
filling his curve, so that's also a good play,
yeah.
right?
So yeah, card filling is quite important because your ping is doing nothing, so you had
Yeah,
to do that.
that's true.
So this
But
turn see like quite slow.
but
So
what I'm doing
like
is like Vijay is super. So I think I think he's more confident on what he's gonna do with this mage. But considering this board, Thieves seems to be well ahead of his curve, right?
yep. So like turn 4 decked her tempo against an aggro deck. So that like pushed mage so like on back foot. So now it will be a bit tough for like mage to like get back on the board because of that tempo play.
This play is like one of the
It's
very
still
difficult
like
games, right?
yeah. And two of that those pings went face like
Oh my
yeah
God,
and
man!
three.
And he's
So
so unlucky.
yep. So 50% of like pings went face like that was so unlucky. Yeah. Like considering like it like every ping is like 25% of chance to like hit go face.
Hmm.
I think it's GG or something like that.
Yeah, it looks
Even
like
coming, yeah,
it.
yeah. If not this turn, then next turn. I have not counted lethal yet, but I think Tirth have counted it.
Yeah.
Or he's just setting for next turn lethal. So it's simple as that.
If you guys
Yeah,
don't
it's
know,
lethal.
Tej
Yeah, yeah,
has won bronze medal in last Asian Games. So if he's saying well played, that means he has lethal. So we could be
yeah. He
confident
has
about it.
lethal. Yes. Yep, agreed.
So this was fast. So I was not expecting this fast game. But so what do you
So,
think? Like, how did it went?
so actually, this matchup went as expected. Like as I said, like this is quite hunter favored. So if Mage wanted to like win this, they had to get like so ahead on tempo like turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. But because of that director play, so Mage went on back foot and unable to like recover from there.
Hmm.
And yeah, so what's like rest of the decks for Vijaygarv options? I think so. We have like Saman, I believe. Yeah. So this is Saman
Yeah.
mirror from both of the sides.
So which mirror do you think is favored?
So yeah, in this matchup, I believe Vijay Garg is playing that double Coral Keeper version, while Tirth is playing that Bran and like school teacher version. So in this matchup, I believe Vijay Garg is a bit favored because of like he will be getting on board like multiple times.
Hmm. That's true.
But
He has
we
like
will
lot of
see like
refilling
what.
capability.
Yeah, lots of refill capacity on the board itself. Because this matchup you want to be on board, whoever like keeps control of board can like clear enemy board with the bioluminescence plus like any sort of AoE maelstrom or any random school teacher nuggling AoE, or you can just burst your opponent down if you have like burn in the hand.
Yeah, that's true. It's scary, right? Like just one damage, but if it's
Yep.
bioluminescence or water, like it comes like
So
six or so. That's scary.
yeah, but considering someone don't have like 4 damage spells, so that's why like it went with this like tempo brand play. And like best possible like removal tool for the best possible answer for this brand is only that Thanos plus Bolt, and which is not in like
There to have,
currently not in,
right?
yeah.
So, and he also has think it would serve him well.
Yeah, and if that brand sticks, that school teacher is coming down.
Yeah. Now he has a lot of value. And of them are like pretty similar because they can't be that aggressive at the moment.
Hmm.
Oh, Vijay is saying well played. So did he find any lethal or what?
Yeah, because it's like tempoed out that brand now and set up his school teacher turn. That's why he like commented like well played.
Okay,
And this
so
makes sense. Like you rarely see that brand tempo play on turn 3 when you know your opponent can easily remove it. But removing
he
it on
has
turn 3,
got that combo that you have the spell damage with lightning bolt. So let's
yep.
see. Okay, sir.
So there we can see Glug and
Here we
Coral
get
that I was
colors.
talking about.
Like, what's the role of this colossal like in this matchup?
That just board control, nothing else. You get on the
You
board,
are
you get
saying
like 4 drops. Like you get 4 minions on the board, and one of which can go like humongous. So I believe he picked Glug here, right? Like if it was for me, I would have gone with Coral Keeper though. But like Glug is also like a very good pick here.
yeah, but maybe he might be fearing, but he has bioluminescence in hand, right? So he
Yeah, that.
but,
Mhm. I think it looks like he's saving coin for that broken, which we can see is in second left card from the hand. I've got
so
4
it's like
tiers.
one of the power plays that Shaman has.
Yeah,
So
on turn 7. Yeah, with coin.
so Teeth has floated some mana, or did he use everything?
So considering there's a Trog on board, I would never have like frozen first. But yeah, that those two like 1/2s doesn't do that much.
I think it's better, but consider luminescence in deck, like that's scary thing, right? If you have like lot of, it's a
If it was
strategy
for
like
me,
you can do it.
if it was for me, I would have like coined out that snowball that you just like dredged last turn. So that snowball could have get us ahead on the board and forced opponent to like remove it or like do like freeze, use their own snowfall in the next turn. So now basically we are giving them like that board because we don't have any removal in the hand. So I mean Vijay don't have any removal in hand. So
I think Vijay is just
like
hoping like for that the turn you have
yeah,
mentioned, like turn hero.
yeah, hero turn I think. Yeah,
You
but
should
like by then
always be careful.
by then you can die because like if opponent someone can stick like 4-5 minions and you cannot clear, you can die.
Yeah,
And considering
see
how
depth
we
of
saw
light.
like this, yeah, and considering how we saw like this plays yesterday in the stream, he OTK'd that paladin with like with 30 plus HP in one turn with that summon deck.
Yeah, that's a great match. That he went till fatigue, right? Like one card of
Yeah,
fatigue.
full
Which
well.
actually.
But now we can see that maze from like top deck, so now this can be a clear. But I think he is going for Colossal here. Sorry, Snowfall.
Yeah, I
now
think
here.
even this is fine, but I'm scared about bioluminescence.
Yeah, but now you are like playing into bio actually, and if you have bio plus some sort of spells, you are dying literally. So this matchup is whoever controls board wins. Simple.
So one noticed is like Tej is using a lot of gazers.
Tate is actually digging for that bio, which he don't have right now. So that is there.
Oh, that makes it's a good discover from some sunken scroll. Wow, Vijay is not caring about this board at all. Like I think he's very confident.
It's just like ignore their board. If they have bio, you are dying. Just ignore it. Like keep your own thing. If you have little, you win. If you don't, they win.
That's a good way to see it. Like it's 50-50 still now.
Yeah. If you cannot control your opponent board, like, but he could have just bio and like cleared. Yeah, he could have tempo bio last turn and cleared opponent's board and pushed some damage. And next turn he could have like broken. But this is considering like 14-13 you have in board, like which enemy someone cannot do anything. And I think Vijay might have a read that they don't have a bio in hand. So
because he might have used it. So like last turn, like he might like if he has it. Oh, this is an interesting. Like, what happens if you don't have space? Like, generally,
You
or
kill
at least
your
he's
own
killing
board
his minions.
to make some space. Else it just nullifies that effect for 1 turn. So you will just lose it 3-4.
Okay,
So it's
that's
still not
interesting.
okay. So now I think we are seeing a maelstrom here. But do we
Or
have
hero,
lethal
like
here?
what would you do?
So how much damage we can output here? Like if we bio plus we can use 3 spells here. We have like 5 spell damage. 5 spell damage is like 5, 3, 8. 16
15,
plus
15.
7. 16 plus 7 is how much?
No, he doesn't have lethal
23
actually.
plus 3, 26. So he's 3 of
Yeah,
lethal this turn, I believe.
yeah. But I think here Brukan is very good, right? Like at least he will heal him,
Yeah.
and also he can clear the opponent's board. So
But like yeah, this is fine. This is fine. But I would have liked to go like that, hit that 3-4 to face. Like
yeah,
you have a read that your opponent don't have like bio in hand, and you are like summoning 2 towns. And also like I would have picked that fireball this turn, like 6 damage to face, so that you can set lethal next turn.
yeah,
If
that's
opponent
true.
cannot kill you.
But at least he still got this fireball. So,
Mhm.
but opponents can
Yeah,
still play his Brukan, right? It's like turn 8 for him. So
yeah.
maybe
But if you play Broken, you are not clearing that 15-13, and that is a massive
yeah,
like
that's
humongous
true.
minion.
That's true.
You need to deal with. Yeah. So make yourself a massive humongous minion, and you are chilling. Actually, everything is chilling on the board right now.
Yeah, too much chilling happening. I think we need some fire, so it's gonna
Now
happen.
I think so. I think now we have lethal because we get 6 damage hero power. Okay. Yeah. So
So let's see.
23,
Oh,
26, 26 we had last turn. I think 23.
so now yeah, it's obviously lethal. So
26.
Vijay
Yeah.
has
So now
picked
it's
that.
like
That's a good play from Vijay.
yeah. So as I said, like this matchup is like simple. Whoever controls board and unable to clear opponent board and gets bio first wins.
Yeah. And that's opposite with other matchups, right? Bios are like always you're cluttering your hands,
Yeah, yeah. Like
especially with
you
aggro.
don't want bio. Yeah, you don't want bio early. Like
So, what would Teeth plan to queue next? Like considering uh, Vijay has already
considering
won this.
considering Vijay is one and so Vijay is like so what's current score right now? I forgot.
So Vijay has won
Hello.
with Shaman, right? And he also won with what's the first match? Hunter, not Hunter. What is that aggro deck?
Hunter.
Mech Mage, right?
The MacMage lost actually. Teeth won that game.
Yeah. So now we are like 1-1, I
It's
guess.
1-1. So yeah. So now he needs to like he is doing his MacMage again, and this is looking like a good hand, man.
Yeah,
Like you
it's a
have
very
1,
good
you have
hand.
2, you have 3. Yeah, it's a must keep.
So
Like, you
would we play this 1-1 on turn 1, or like will we wait for some value? Because there are no,
because I think he will play. I think he will play.
but
Okay,
he
he's
has
not
no
playing
mechs,
it.
right?
Yeah, he's saving. He's saving for some synergy going on.
Yeah. Wow.
Ooh, and another click clocker. Okay, he's going for value here.
Man, Vijay is super fast with his mage. I don't know like how confident he is, but he's rocking.
I think because he have that C gateway in hand, he could have like gone for like Mecha Sark and like infinite pings going on. Pew pew pew.
Hmm.
Okay, nice top deck. Nice. But yes, you want it. Yeah, you want to do it. Unless you find your Mega Sark.
So we don't care much about Paladin's minions at start, right? So, but wow,
Yeah, but
that's a good
this is
play.
the perfect.
Carriel is
Yeah, this is the perfect answer for that. Any like mid-range minion. And
so
now
Teed has
every
picked that
spell in
secret. So what is that? What is that secret?
Okay, so that secret, what that secret does is whenever any minion which is deals like 3 or more damage, he will like instantly die. So any minion which is like 3 plus damage.
Oh, that's a good pick. So at least he can like save from some tricky situations, right? But I think
I
like
would have
generally McMage has a lot of minions on board
okay.
like every time.
Actually, leaving that carrier on the board is like so
Oh,
like
yeah, it's
threatening.
super scary.
Like super scary. You needed to play that silence. You needed to silence that carrier, as this game is just done for. And Tate's hand is looking so good, considering he's a wild
Yeah.
pyro. Whenever McMage goes out of like control, he can just drop that pyro and do some like mackerels, and it's just controlled. Everything
What
is
the
under
magic
control.
paladin does, right? He can clear
Yeah,
anything. But,
yeah, like
it's already
and now
two
I've like
discounts.
yeah. So 2 discount, like next one, like that 7 mana spell, which like summons triple towns, like humongous towns, are coming in on turn 5 now because of those double ticks.
Yeah.
So we saw a tempo pyro going on here.
But will it cause any issue next turn, like with spells and everything?
I think this turn was set, and it is very good that he hit that Mecha Sark. So now he can do some magic here, but only if like he had, instead of that 8 mana Mech Goliath, he have like picked that 1 mana minion, he could have gone like dealt some like more
Quite
damage.
bonkers.
But
That's
considering
what
this
you want.
board, yeah, considering this board, like I think that might be decent enough minion. It's not it have like just drop down that secret, and
Now it's
I
at least getting
believe,
used.
yeah, now it will be getting used, and and that's
But it's a huge minion, right? So it has its presence. Against Paladin, it doesn't matter like whatever minion
yeah.
like size you have.
So actually that minion did his job. Like like that carrier ticked twice to like chip end that 7 mana spell for 4, and same thing happened with that Sneed.
What did like Teeth has picked like from that Okani?
Most probably minion. This is minion heavy deck, so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
most
Like
probably
there are
minion.
like
So
only two spells. So
yep. This Anatran is going in the black hole now.
so he's actually
So isn't
Shark
it
is staring to eat
Mecha Turd?
something.
Like
Yeah,
so
even I have
he's
guessed it,
saving,
but
like yeah. He's saving his Shark for what? Like
mm, wants to draw some more cheap minions, but I don't know.
yeah,
Like
now he lost some value, no? Like
yeah,
so behind in
and
tempo.
he has used that secret quite well. It ate a lot of
Yeah.
stats.
Not Tate is in control of that this game.
Yeah, it looks like it has a lot like a board being control paladin and McMage being a minion based, like he doesn't have any board. So
Yeah.
I think he will go now, right? Or he's waiting for something.
No, so actually he waited quite a bit of long period of time using that Mecha Sark. He had to use that like the turn he do it, next turn he had to use its value. Now like Paladin will keep spamming like big minions on the board, and Mega Sark will be able to like do nothing on later turns.
I think at this stage for some Gaia or something, right? Like to clear the opponent's board, but he's not getting. He's only getting the small minions. What?
So
What did you pick?
only
Sheep does help, right?
yeah, sheep help, but like obviously that colossal Gaia in the like discover would have like helped us greatly next
Yeah,
turn
I have helped
clearing the
more.
opponent's board. But like unfortunately he did not got that
Oh my
option, and
God!
we
Like,
can
he has
see
got
that
hit.
top deck that will just close this game out.
Yeah.
Like
So Doing some searching. I think he will play it, but
So, but yeah,
oh,
again,
he's
like
not
this
playing.
matchup is also like pretty like sold out, and like this matchup pretty like Paladin favored as well, considering Paladin gets dodge removals on the time, and now Paladin is a tempo deck. No,
Just
he's
there
just
is like
setting up for
lethal
two,
next
yeah,
turn. I
two turn
think
lethal.
Teeth has
Yeah.
did like the correct line. Like I think it's better
Yeah.
to go
He-
minimal.
So, but considering like Vijay's hand, he missed on some like pretty like good cards he did never drew. Like he never drew his Mother Ships, he never drew his Gaia, the
Yeah, that's
colossal
true.
minion, around
Vijay
which
has
is
got
like
quite like somewhat unlucky, but I think he has played it like what he was dealt with,
yeah
like what he
he
can.
played it like yeah he piloted it well, but like
Uh, so we
still like
have
it's
a
tough
win
to
for
win.
Teeth.
Yeah,
So what's the score now? Like it's
so
2-1, right?
yeah, 2-1 in Tier's favor, I believe,
Yeah.
and Tier will be like so see the Tier's lineup, which are like Paladin, Summon, uh, uh, Hunter, and Druid. So it's like it's basically developed to beat these aggro lineups,
What
and
is that
one of
druid?
those like Druid is Ramp Druid, which is also like
Oh,
very good at like
even I
dealing
forgot
with
that class exists. Like
aggressive decks.
everyone is banning it, right?
Yeah.
So we couldn't see it even on stream
Uh,
as well as in games. So
so actually, yeah, he's like S plus tier right now, so everyone is banning him because of that reason. Like that deck can deal with aggressive decks, control decks. That deck can like deal with any deck right now.
so we can't deal with it in stream. So I think it's better they
Yeah,
banned it.
just ban it. Yeah.
So
So this
okay, that's a
okay,
fast
this
mulligan.
yeah, yeah. So that's a fast mulligan. Yeah.
I think it's a good hand, right? Like he has
Yeah. That's
a
a
lot
good,
of
and
non.
that's why I kept it. Yeah, that's why I kept it. But again, someone like keeping that feast of souls, you could have like went for another like aggressive minion there. But I believe it will generate some values once like someone get on
Yeah.
that caverns like road.
And also like we are noticing these times like it is getting somewhat lacking on card draw, right? Sometimes. So maybe he
Yes.
just want to keep it as a safe point for him.
Yeah. But like Vijay's deck is like this version of Demon Hunter is built to like build with some card draws. With, like this Feast of Soul, this is insane card draw.
Yeah. So he's gonna push some summon like 4 more minions. So it's huge.
So he will save that one mana spell, I believe, because he's fearing that Maelstrom Portal, which basically deals one to
Yeah.
every
That's true.
enemy minion,
So this
and
seems
you can like obviously
like a good turn from Vijay, right? So best.
yes, yeah, this is best
So
good
what
turn
does
from
this
Vijay. Like
wild pop haven't do?
so, Wild Pork
Like
Evans basically
uh,
summons like this 3/4 elemental, which will freeze anything which attacks him or gets damage from it for 3 turns in a row. And Vijay needs to like deal with it. If he do not clear it, then like that 3/4 will be like taking like value trades or hitting your face, and you cannot like use your hero power or your weapon.
so he's drawing. Even I would draw, right? Like drawing is good because it
Yeah, drawing is
helps with.
good, but then he's going for value here. So,
Yeah,
but like yeah.
that's fine.
Actually, considering we never see Maelstrom Portal last turn, so he can get a read that opponent don't have a like Maelstrom Portal in hand.
We're gonna say like he's directly going to kill, right? So yeah, that's a good.
Yeah. So this
Even
matchup,
now he
like
can draw.
again, sorry, this matchup I again would remind that this matchup is pretty like DH favored because someone starts to do his things by turn 4, turn 6, and Demon Hunter aggressive version of this version of token DH can like burst someone by then. Unless that Nagalung could have discovered some sort of AoE that could have slowed like Vijay's plan.
So
But I
we have
believe
around
it did not.
7 damage and plus 5. That's 12.
12 damage coming from hand and board.
So what would freeze, or will you
So
go
what
face all?
I will go face all. But no, I see. I will kill that 3-4 with all the 1-1s, then go face. I do not want that 3-4 hitting my face.
Yeah, that's true.
So I have played this matchup both from Saman's perspective and like DH perspective. These two are my favorite decks in meta right now. So if he leaves that 3-4, then like that Saman suddenly gets some sort of like comeback potential. Like he can freeze his opponent, he can freeze his board somehow, or remove his board and freeze his opponent, and do some miraculous
It gives a
turns.
lot of.
Yeah, see
So,
that phase
what you have
freeze
become
was
from
coming
here?
down. Not it will like freeze his board. Now what will you do if you don't have that
It's
burst
quite
damage?
stuck, man. But at least he has
But
Demon Hunter
because you have
Hero, which will unfreeze.
because you have Discortrus, it's a GG. So he basically planned this a turn earlier that if I push all in here, even if he freezes my face, I can get this done.
So
Job
that's a
done.
very good game played by Vijay. That's an awesome. And also,
Yep.
Teeth has like planned all his outs, but he can get there. Now we are at 2-2, so
this-
next match is gonna be very.
Exciting, yeah.
So what would you
So
say the like
basically-
matchup status for the next game?
Yeah, so basically, currently all of the matchups that went, like all of the 4 games. So whichever deck was favored won literally. So last matchup we have is Mech Mage, who is unable to like still acquire a win. Is against, I believe, Paladin. No, Paladin I believe acquired a win.
It's already won.
Is against
Shaman.
Shaman. So and this matchup is again will remind you that this matchup is quite Shaman favored. Once Shaman freezes your board, you do nothing. You are just chilling.
Saying
Shaman
like
is chilling, and your and your board is chilling.
it's true. So again, he has Seaflow Gateway, but I don't know like what he's planning to do. Like, what's the general strategy for Mage to win? Because you are mentioning it's an unfair matchup. So like,
Yeah. So general strategy for Mage is to like get the job done by turn 5, or do not fill own board. Like keep like 5 minions on board, 4 minions or 5 minions on board. Keep 1 or 2 slots open for some sort of like, or go that like pew pew
whatever
pew
happens.
synergy like with Mecha Sark combo like.
Yeah.
Sorry, your voice
And,
cut. So
I am seeing this Starfish, so I think it's very important in this matchup, right?
yes. This Starfish is basically once someone freezes your board, if you can ping your own 1/1 if you have full board, and you can play the Starfish and rest minions go face. So that chilling synergy that someone is expecting to work won't work now, and someone can lose. So that is basically a tech card which is included
Finally,
to beat
Vijay
someone.
has got his Gaia, but I think he took the TAD 3 random X1. So I think even that's good.
Yeah. So considering Vijay is running that Starfish in his deck, so he have quite potential to win this game. Once someone starts his freezing going on, he can just silence everything and like go face.
So
But for that,
Shaman's gameplay that on turn 4, right? Like best play on.
yeah, this is best play on turn 4 against any deck for Shaman.
Wow. Vijaygarv is getting quite a lot of minions.
Ooh. This looks interesting.
I feel like Vijay is getting quite like greedy, you know?
Yeah. So he should not have traded there. Actually, going face was a play, I believe. But trade makes sense if he wants to control both. But now that Saman have like frostbited his minion, so now his gateway is like 5 mana, and you are doing nothing else this turn. and next turn Saman will get another 3-4 summoning.
But he has lot of
So-
mechs, so let's see. Like it's gonna be power turns.
Because you have that starfish, you can try to go for that value plan and like, but Saman will get something by then. Like current hand does not looks like that good, but if you cannot remove that brand, like Saman is going ham.
Yeah, that's a that's a cool. Only we got Mecha Mage Shark, so
We have that Mechasar going on, but do you even play that? Because so much board like Saman
so
have
he
right
can
now. So you want to
play 3 minions. That's a 9 damage. But as you
I-
said, like Bran is like must remove, right? Maybe
yeah. So I believe that Mothership is coming down with an Anniotron or that one drop or this one drop, which will let you discover a same tribes card that is mech here. I think Anniotron is best player.
yeah, he's going. At least he can save some of his damage potential, like output from him. Yes.
What do you think Saman will do here? Like, will he freeze board or will he draw some cards?
I think it's better to draw cards because even if his opponent has smother, but it's a one-off, right? Would like take like it. He doesn't have, but you can see Vijaygarv has lot of cards in his hand, so
Yeah, Saman can just chill that Mothership and do this so that he gets like multiple elementals going on.
you said it's
And
like too much chill happening.
From, yeah,
I can't get it.
and from here, like Saman's game plan changes to board control to face damage. Now Saman will start hitting face as much as he can.
Yeah, that's what he is doing.
And see, now
He knows what he needs. On like 15 damage on other side, so Mecha Shark. Let's see what.
it's Gaia, yeah, right. But I think freeze will be coming next turn, and you won't have like board space, so that's there.
Only thing he needs to do is 1 minion on his board. Sorry, 1 space on his board. At least he can do something. Smothering Sunfish or whatever.
So those pings are going good right now.
Yeah, those are good.
But
He's
will it be enough?
Getting a lot of no space. So
I mean,
Vijay did a
as-
good thing by leaving 1 space. So that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, that's a good thing. But as a Saman, you will be happy like at
Seeing
this
his board,
board
yeah.
stage. Yeah, you will just freeze this board and start that chilling plan. You have avalanche.
What's the name of that shaman?
That Saman,
It's like-
you mean that deck?
Yeah, Dex name.
Yeah, deck's name is basically Burn Summon, I think. Basically,
They should have
Burn
put
Bioluminescent
it like
Summon,
that's
I
the best
believe.
name, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
it's a
know.
burn shaman, but chill shaman would be much more
Yeah.
better. I guess.
Yeah, burn freeze summon. Like, what will you call it? Like, it like freezes your board, it burns your face. Like it's multi combo. Like, it does
Come up
both
with
board
a
or
cool
joke.
name for it.
Yeah. It freezes your board and like it freezes own board as well. But then like use that to burn your face.
That's
Easy
true.
peasy. Squeezy.
Wow, man, he's like
So see,
Gaia plenty. Plenty is what's the word.
uh,
So he is clearing. That's obvious because he needs to leave. But
but he cannot like full clear. Yeah. Okay, he can. Matlab, yeah, he can. That taunt is doing. Sorry, that totem is doing nothing. It's a 0-2. But now that I think we will see that Dukkan or he might face for that some damage from Nagaling. Yeah, this is.
oh, so he's playing Rukan. So you expect face damage, right? At least.
Yeah, 6 damage face coming on, fireball to face. And 2 taunts, I believe. Double 2-3 each. Yeah.
That's what
Perfect.
he does. But now at least Gaia used.
Yeah, at least Gaia can be used, and like Vijay can start his plan. Oh,
Oh,
whoa,
did he
whoa, whoa,
misplay
whoa,
or
whoa.
like
That was
he's
that
planning this?
that was a misplay. Oops. So he like quickly realized that he's only at like 9 mana. So actually, what happens now in this deck? Your Gaia is not like 8 mana. In usually your Gaia is like either 6 mana,
Yeah,
7
somewhat
mana.
discounted. Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
that's true.
yeah somehow discounted, and he thought like his Gaias are discounted, and he just quickly played that 2 drop.
Yeah. So let us hope
This is still
it
fine,
doesn't change
but
the
not
game.
that but now that 3-4 can go face somehow. That school teacher can do like like so much of things with that Bolnar which is in hand, like which will
So
make
we are
every
hoping.
battle cry.
So you say we lethal then, right?
Yeah, hopefully we can see lethal here actually. Bolnar plus school teacher can just give you double frostbite or like anything. Bolt, that Geyser, that what else burn is in that deck. Okay, he's fishing for lethal instead of Bolnar. Okay, so he will get some sort of damage from his deck
He found
as
with
well.
let's.
Yeah. So he's still fishing. He did not get anything. So
Yeah,
actually, school teacher could have get that job done like more consistently. He got unlucky with his deck actually. Deck betrayed
yeah,
him.
that's true. Because I think he many damage spells, right? Like he's
So,
hoping for
so
I
yeah,
think one.
no, yeah, no. This is this is quite good play coming from Vijay here. He's like suiciding 1-1-2 here on the board so that he can like play his Gaia now.
At least now.
Okay. But because we don't have any sort of heal, so we are dying whenever like someone top decks some sort of burn or he gets that fireball hero power. Because now your
So
hero
at
power is
least for
upgraded and it will
unlucky
like
hand, but is like for next 2 turns, so that he can win.
so rest 2 will go face, right? Yeah, rest 2 goes face.
Yeah.
And you will try to like discover some, but like another freeze can come, so that's the potential.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
another freeze. Yeah, he did not play it into another freeze, and I think that's the game. But still, like Tirth had this, Tirth still can fish for lethal, or Tirth can like go for safe play and just freeze the board. So Tirth is
Teeth
looking
is going
for
for mega draws.
yeah,
I think he finds. Oh
yeah.
my god,
He's
man!
going.
Like,
Tirth
this
is trusting his deck again, but the deck betrayed him again. So gave him gave him no damage output. But now like his
as you said,
mech is both.
like now there is do anything. Ping his own.
He can play that, but he have no
Uh,
space for that rush minions. So I think that's the game here. Unless this
Yeah.
5-4 summons an Aerodron, that is the thing.
Yeah,
Like
that could
Mothership, if
be a
Mothership,
thing actually.
but it only one space, so it will only summon one minion. So that one
So
minion
he
needs to
just
be an
hope
Aerodron, and it is
he's
not.
lucky.
Yeah, and it is not. So
So
that's
Vijay
the
has
greedy.
realized and he has won with 3-2.
Yeah,
Right? That's a great match, man. Like we had fun watching it as well
yeah,
as
and
analyzing both
and
players.
yeah, and they try and trades like so as I said, like this lineup is basically built to like beat mech mages, especially target mech mages, and he did it. Like he wiped that deck completely.
So you saying like the dot, right?
Yeah, what? Can you repeat?
Yeah, your training has really paid off. That's true.
Yeah, your training is paid off.
But
So
unfortunately,
this game,
Vijay has
yeah.
lost. But that was a great. He played. I think he played well and played for his outs. But
Mhm.
that's what happens if your deck held and
Yeah, and we see here our like our last bronze medalist in the demonstration events 2018 Asian Games, Tirth Mehta, taking up the game and like moving ahead. Yeah,
so next week with Choudhary as well with so we'll be back soon. So yeah, let's wait for the fun that's gonna come.
yeah. Please wait for the next game, guys.
close to where we belong, and we're trying to go somewhere new. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. And I know I'm only getting higher till it feels like I can walk through fire. Trying to step back and see the view from above, 'cause I know that nothing lasts forever. And I try to crack this iceberg open till it shatters through the ocean. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Gonna move the ocean current till the waves flood what's been burning. I wanna make shockwaves. I wanna make shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves with you. Shockwaves.
Between Choudhary and Tirth. So, what do you say?
So yeah, first of all, we are back, and next match is between gcttirth, aka Tirth Mehta, and Shikhar Choudhary. So Shikhar, actually, we earlier we saw that Shikhar beat me in lower brackets and climbed up to face Tirth here. So we will see how that pans out. So
So he's an underdog, right?
yeah,
Like that's what. So we
yeah,
always root for underdogs. I don't know, like why people do that,
yeah.
but
So yeah. So Tirth is playing here Quest Hunter, and this is mirror matchup actually. So Choudhary is also playing Quest Hunter.
so today
So this,
we have seen a lot.
yeah, lot of Quest Hunter
So what
mirrors,
do you
yeah.
say?
And so this mirror basically is just like whoever gets to burn enemies face first wins usually, or direct hearts on 4, coin 3, or like just 4 for max tempo there.
Oh, both
Yes,
players are
very-
talking. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, so some sort of communication is going on.
Yeah, yeah.
In-game communication going on here. Yeah. So what will you think Choudhary will do here?
So you are saying face damage is most important, right? I will
Most important,
do
yeah.
Raj Nazan and do some spells. So get some face
Yeah,
damage.
we can we can go.
My quest.
Yeah. You can start going
What would you
like
do?
Rajnaj. So I will I think I will go same play, or I can just chill for one turn, and I can just hero power and weapon, and just I will save that barb net, I believe, because we can see that director coming on next turn.
Yeah, that's true. So Choudhary has went for draw.
No, I think it's just hero power and weapon. Okay, so he's
No,
going
he
smoke.
wants his quest. That's his plan and
Yeah,
do face.
yeah, Plan is simple. Start smocking face. That is the way.
Yeah.
You are playing
So
Hunter. You
Hunter's way
go.
is mocking.
Yeah.
So
Your
he is already.
yeah. Stage is already at 19 HP. So basically this mirror. So your hero power is 2 damage. So you will like to use that often.
Yeah, that's what I want to see also. But he also has a lot. Maybe he is gonna go phase 2.
Yeah, so this is following same game plan because he did not like no player this game like drew that Drakthar, which gives like a huge tempo on the board. But so they basically started jamming opponent's face with burn, and whoever gets there first basically wins.
So Finny, say about the role of quest. Like till now we are seeing like not like as a part of long term time, right? Like come down. But is there any time when quest is important, like in this matchup?
In this matchup, actually, whoever like goes with quest first gives opponent a bit of tempo to like use the spells on your face, and when you drop your quest reward, you will be most probably dying the next turn. So
Oh.
this matchup usually pans out without playing that for that quest reward. You can play it if you have no other options, but usually you want to just burst your opponent out with all of the spells you can like get from your deck.
That's what I'm hoping Choudhary is doing. So only one way, just go face, nothing else.
Yeah.
It's not. This is also bringing Choudhary to 15. So I think it's a good point for both players. But Tejas' hand is also fine. It's not too bad or not too good. But
It has its fine, but Tears is like on the back foot for right now because Tears needs to deal with the board as well, and Choudhary is like jamming face first. Tears is like returning those
yeah,
so
that's true.
like so right now Choudhary have the tempo. So we can see that Tears finishes quest first, and
That's a Viper, but
top deck we have. I think that will be traded, yeah.
Wow, that's a great draw, right, for Choudhary? Because I thought he's running out of steam, but
no, he got all the steam. Like he will
yeah.
just jam all the spells page. He will draw 3 cards and like jam them face again.
Yeah, he can start his journey back to his face again.
Yeah, he's just setting up the 2-turn lethal clock here. Like next turn he's killing his opponent, like no matter what. So he's basically telling his opponent, like this meta, that kill me this turn or I'm killing you next turn.
So let's see. Oh, burn spells. Oh my god. So I think these are the best draws he can have, right?
Yeah. So whoever finishes his opponent first wins.
Oh, that's an
And I
interesting
think
draw.
That get that job done? Like can that Rajnajan can do like 13 points of damage here?
No, not
So if
with
he
the
plays
hand.
So if he plays Rajnajan, then he plays like that secret coin tracking, but that won't be enough. Like only if those spells were like damage, then it was enough.
So just
But those
pray
are
that
like
opponent doesn't have damage and just play
Yeah.
quest that yourself.
Yeah. That one you can only do that.
Yeah, I agree.
So usually this matchup like goes like this only, and whoever like starts first, like whoever gets that whoever starts on like turn 1 without coin have the tempo in this matchup, unless that tempo is being returned by coin Drakthar, which we did not see in this match.
At least we didn't see it. So that matchup doesn't feel, bumped up 10%. I think that's cool. But I would say this came very close, right? Like it is also gonna kill him next turn. But what we can do, like Chaudhary's team he
Yeah.
needs. So,
This is all about tempo. Whoever sets up like his little first wins. and I think that it's just GG's for this game. Like Choudhary have like more than enough damage required to like finish off your opponent, and that's game 1 for Choudhary here, I believe.
Yeah, and today we are noticing like lots are like not dependent on quest completion. Like everything is face related.
Yeah. So yeah, this mirror is never for quest completion. You win without playing quest only, like usually. Or you can
So
like,
Phoenix,
just
like,
hope.
what do you think the next matchup would be?
So I believe Choudhary's Hunter won, so Choudhary might queue his Warrior or Paladin, and the tiers have choices of playing picking any of the 3 decks. So considering Hunter is out, so tiers can queue his Summon, because Summon is very good in the rest of 2 matchups. So Summon can see some play here from tiers, and we know that.
Yesterday, and we
Tiers
have
is-
seen like a very
Yeah,
great
like
game
some-
from Teed, right?
yeah, very great like Summon plays from tiers.
Yeah.
Today also, like Tit plays that summon game spectacularly well. Only if that he did not drew that bio and like his opponent finishes him off. So that happens. It is Hearthstone. Sometimes you lack the card draw you needed. So this is the Paladin mirror actually.
Oh, that's
So
interesting.
Tit,
So both
yeah,
of them have, or Choudhary has Viper or not?
yeah, both of them have like them are running Viper to like destroy that light forged carrier weapon, because
And
that
this
weapon basically half
and
the damage.
yeah, that's true. And what do you say the game plan would be for this year?
So, considering this hand, I will say Choudhary will be keeping that carrier room. And regarding the game plan, so this game plan is very simple. Keep your carriers in hand, play them, and top deck your Viper. Top
carrier.
like draw your smite, gardens grease them multiple times, and smoke phase. Simple.
It's most, even Paladin has followed Hunter's suit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but they smoke phase like 1 turn OTK smoke phase, like they don't like start squeezing damage from early on.
Yeah, that's true.
They build towards it, like they just do 1 turn OTK, like 30-30 smite, 50-50 smite, something like that.
So considering Teed's hand and Choudhary's, I think both of them look same except
Both, yeah,
Queen Azjara. It's
Both of-
like very interesting card.
yeah, that's a very interesting tech slot in here. But considering both of players' hand here, I think Choudhary's hand is pretty good because he has that carrier roam going on, turn 3 going on. So this
Yeah, that's
discovered this discovered is just made that 1 mana secret that they discovered from that 2 mana 1/3 discover holy spell card. So like I think that's name is like, okay. So I forgot.
So
his name.
here we don't need 2 mana 1/3 is like pretty specific here on this board.
Okay. So see that is, so I was talking about that secret. So what that secret does? So your OTK that is buff your smite in the late game, go face. So what does that secret does is whenever any minion attacks, like resets its attack and HP to 1/1. So if you can
Oh,
keep
that's
your
cool.
enemy's board clear, if you can keep your enemy's board clear, like in mirror matchup, and you play that secret, your opponent can never smite your face because their 50-50 will become like 1/1. So that will never hit your face.
Wow. So
And
Teed
that's
has
pretty
already
u-
his game plan and planned, right?
Yeah.
So that's
He's
an
like,
interesting
if-
point from you.
Yeah. So what do you
but-
think it will do here?
What they think it's like a boring hands, right? Like, but at least Choudhary has, so I think he will use it.
Sorry, have a pretty good 4-drop here.
Yeah. And like, is there any to activate us very soon, like the Queen one, so that push the
Yeah, I
board
think
more?
that if Choudhary wants, he can like use that Mackie rolls next turn, or those cheap spells which carry just cheap end, and use them to like trigger that Astra going on for next turn, turn 6 Astra. So what would
Yeah.
you do this turn? Like if it was for me, I would just
I
buff
think it's
it
a
and
draw
like
turn, right? Like just cycle and see what you get. At least
cycle and
Blessing
see
of
what
Ink is
and buff.
there.
Yeah, this is also
Yeah,
coming.
yeah.
Like I would have done it. Like this is just
This is obviously coming, right? Like to do it
yeah.
because you are not wait till end for that 4 mana, so it needs to come
Choudhary is playing.
in the
Yeah,
mid game.
Choudhary is playing this game like quite good.
He knows like when to push. Like that's great looking at it.
Yeah. So
From
Choudhary.
captaincy,
Mhm.
so like, what do you do? Like there is that 3 mana one also.
So there is only one option for Tirth here, that is Okani, and I believe he will just pick a spell here. I believe because
Yeah, I would
6
have
mana
taken spell, but
paladin. Yeah, 6 mana paladin don't have any spell. So don't have any minion going on. So I think that was a spell pick. But
yeah.
anyways,
So
that doesn't matter because that
Ashara
is
is
dying on
active
board.
now.
So
So Chaudhary is gonna use it.
what do you think he will pick here?
If he wants to push, I think it's colossal, but maybe wait for ring of further lethal at the end of the game. Like
So if he wants to push, like if he wants to go for board control, board tempo, he can pick that colossal card, Horn of Ancients. Or if you want to go for that smite combo, he can just pick that Ring of Tides, which basically gives you 1 mana
Right.
Guardian's Grace.
0, right?
That will
Even then.
become 0 mana. Yeah, that will become 0 even then. Yeah, he picked that colossal. Colossals are cool, man. So he picked that.
Yeah, even I am like pretty excited about
Okay, so
Warlock Colossal.
yeah, okay, so
It will help
this
in
top
pushing
deck was
damage.
this top deck was quite good from this idea. Like this was quite necessary.
Actually, this happened twice in a row. In the last game or before game, even that happened, right? When he needed exactly. Like
Yeah,
Chaudhary has got that, but
yeah, and there we see like Light Force Carrier coming down from the like Discovery. Sorry, Tate basically dredges that Light Force Carrier. So dredge is a mechanic where like you can discover one of your bottom 3 cards and like keep it on top of your deck, and then that 4/2 like colossal body part basically draws you also.
that's cool. Actually, so it like improved consistency in the game. That's what.
Yes.
Like, at least you are not gonna stuck with your.
Yeah, you can basically tutor your like next draw.
Yeah, that's true.
So hand wise, this is pretty much like Choudhary favor right now.
And Chaudhary has Viper ready for Carriel, so I think everything is all set.
Yeah, all set. He just needs his might, and I think Choudhary has his game plan going on. Also, he also requires his carrier because the multiple of there's card in the hand he haven't seen play. So Choudhary can have read that he might have that buffs going on, smite
Wow,
in
so
hand.
Chaudhary
Like
has
that.
got this Leviathan again, so he can tutor a lot.
Yeah, so this Leviathan is stuck on the board because there had no proper answer for it.
Yes. See, I think it's already 9 cards, right?
So obviously smite here, right? This is your win condition, right?
That's
Yeah.
what you want to see.
Yeah, Mr. Smite. So I think Colossal, he will pick Colossal here, or is that like going like putting too much on board? Like, considering this hand, you don't
Overextend this
want
matchup.
but you don't want to overextend with that, but you want to play something. You don't want to like play that 7 mana card as well. I would have just like fished for
He's
that
like waiting.
Colossal and see what that gives me.
It's already roping, so Chaudhary, please go. Like we
Go. So how is he? Okay. Why he did it? Like his 5/1 is still dying, man. This was bad. Like
I
this
think
was
he
like bad. Yeah, this was panic
panicked,
play.
like-
I think. Yeah, He went to panic mode and like he was unable to like figure out what to play here, so he just like this was panic
Right.
play.
But I need to give Chaudhary some space because it's like important games he's playing in his life,
Yeah,
right?
but yeah, yeah, but still, even it was a panic play, so he did not wanted to commit any more thing to board, so
Yeah. So
that
it's fine
actually
actually.
worked. Yeah, yeah, it's fine actually. Yeah, that play made sense still. I think Viper is coming now,
Wow,
man. That's
Viper is
6'11"
coming. So
Viper, dude.
Viper is huge.
That Viper is anaconda right now.
That's true.
Okay. Now we can
So
see that Colossal, yeah, Horn of Ancients, yeah.
like something
Yeah, add a
useful.
random Colossal.
I think most of the colossals are useful, right? So
Yeah, man. Those are those are named Colossal for a reason, man. Everything is
wow,
good.
this is at least it's getting played here, not
Yeah,
other like because this is not getting included in Demon Hunter list, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
getting its
This is a bit slow for Demon Hunter list. At least it will see some play like with Queen Asara. The G-Lag.
and if they don't clear it, it's
Man,
gonna scale
just
very fast.
just look at this animation. Just look at this animation, man.
Yeah,
How
it's
good it was. Like this was
awesome.
such a like relief twice.
Yeah, with those like these animations are
And
great. Like Hearthstone is known for it, right? Like these are cool.
yeah. Let's
But
see
I
how
think
you
Tees
get a
needs to
feel of.
clear this, right?
Yeah, but like Chaudhary have a read now, they don't have like AoEs in hand because if he had, he would have cleared it like a turn ago on turn 6 before he kept that Leviathan alive, no? So
Yeah, that's true.
so that means
I think Tees
they
is
don't
getting
have
scared
removal.
at this point because
Yep, that's 6'11" and a Viper and that Gilag floating in his sea.
that's true. Oh my God, he got it.
Okay,
Wow,
okay. Finally,
that's
we see some like some sort of removals top deck. Yeah, so but not at 7 mana taunt, immortal
so Tees
sands
is
or something.
buffing some
Become
imaginary minion that he's gonna.
yeah, yeah. And Chaudhary will be quite uh, like getting scared that he
Scared.
has smite in hand. Yeah, his smite is like something like 2020 right now or something like that. But he have nothing in hand.
Yeah, so that's like those are all mind games, right? Tees is
Yeah,
playing them well.
but they needed to do
So
that.
what
Like
would you do? I think that 7 mana thing, right?
yeah, that 7 mana to summon triple taunts 1, 2, 2,
Is
4,
in
and like
stone.
or you can jam small like why not? Or you can jam your
Yeah.
Mr. Smite, buffing it with
Oh.
like +5/+5, but obviously no. So I will go with trade first here, like 2 mana City Tax. I will trade City Tax first, and I think Chaudhary also see that. He will
Yeah,
always
that
like
seems to be a
okay.
good play. Like
Oh, no. Or he might be saving that City Tax for that equalities. So I think he will just hero part. He will save that City Tax. That 7 mana card is coming down. Or okay. Is that a disconnect or what? Oh
no.
man, so oops.
Wow,
So
that's an
what
empty
happened?
turn. That's cool.
So
Uh,
either like either that's a network issue or I think Chaudhary might have like I think that's a network issue. It like because he was hovering his cards, but why like he should have played something, right?
yeah, that's true. And 7 mana,
Or
right? Like you want some minion presence at least because he used his
yeah.
removal before.
Or was there some consideration not playing anything on the board? Like that can be a thing as well. But I don't think I don't see why like he will never
Yeah,
play
you
that
don't
7
want to
mana
clunk
card.
your hand. It's already how many like
Yeah,
nine
yeah.
cards in his hand.
So we just
So
hope
there
that it's
seems
not
to
a
be some
network issue.
issue. Yeah. Wow. They just continuing
I think,
to buff his minion.
but considering the game right now, like even if he missed his like last turn, he can still win. But I think it is a network issue. Yeah. So Tate
It's
also
a
roped
waiting game
here.
for us to like. We need to wait. 2 or 3
Okay,
turns
what's
gonna
happening
be.
here? I think production can tell us something about it, but because both of the player are okay, I think okay. So rope is already burning, means Chaudhary gets DC'd this game. So
Yeah, I think they will
Some
fix it. So Chaudhary will get something
yeah,
to work upon.
uh,
So
yeah.
before that, let's just continue with our like matchup discussion.
And I think Tirth can like Tirth is able to play, but for some reason Tirth is also like roping here, not playing
Yeah,
anything.
and got burst for the first time, so that's a good thing. At least.
Actually, he might have okay. So he don't have any. He have like only 20 damage in hand right now. So if they had played that 7 mana triple taunts last turn, he could have get lethal here. But obviously, it was unfair, like playing into a like uh, disconnected like opponent. So I think that's why they did not play anything last turn.
Yeah, that's
Tate
the
is yeah, Tate
sportsmanship
is
from
quite like
everyone, right?
yeah, Tate is quite fair and like always up for a sportsmanship here.
Yeah. So let's wait and continue with our discussion. So by then the issue will be resolved. Uh,
Mhm.
so with this hand, both players have smite, but I think Chaudhary's hand is quite clunky. Oh my God, he burned his garden. That's what I don't want to see.
Yeah, man, this hurts. But then again, like
So you
yeah,
got
now he
confirmation that
disconnects
match is paused.
properly. Yeah, yeah, no. Okay.
Yeah. So guys, like we have some technical issues there, but assured everything would be fair. So Phoenix,
Mhm.
like as you have mentioned, like this Paladin has like specific game plan, right? And
Mhm.
he has also put that secret. So what would you think? Will he follow that plan or will he be going for his own plan at this moment?
So that so that is only game plan for uh, Paladin right now. Like they need to finish his game, finish their game by playing that smite, buffing them. Like and in this mirror, as I told you, like that secret works like wonders. If you play that and like opponent don't have any other minion, like your smite opponent's smite is useless. 1/1 divine shield hitting your face. So you just win there in like fatigue.
Yeah,
So
and thanks Phoenix for
that's
giving me this idea. I'm gonna use it against you
yeah.
in
So
one of
actually, you
games.
don't need to. So you actually don't need to already get eliminated. Yeah, you can. You might
Yeah,
get to be. Yeah, you might get to
gonna
do that
face
in
it
like
someday.
future. Yeah. So I think they are continuing this game from. Okay, so actually this game was only a technical issue from our side, a spectator issue. The game is actually going on, and there was no card burn or anything, I believe.
Oh, that's awesome actually.
I think
So
I think because he's on board right now, you can see, or might be like one turn both of them pick their turn and next turn they get reconnected and now they are like continuing. So
he has
not that
burned his
great of
garden,
yeah. I think he
but
has
I
burned
think
it.
yeah, and actually that's a bummer. It's very important card, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
till
still you
now we are
like
seeing like both players have like lot of options, so there are like lot of room to play with.
yeah. So now they have all the combo cards in the hand, so he can play nothing like so. He needs some sort of removal so that he can clear his board and try to do his smite combo, which is unable to right now because he
And
don't have any like removal except for equal.
he is waiting for his carrier, I guess.
Yeah, carry is also like quite important as we like told earlier. So Chaudhary is waiting for his carry, yeah. And till that time he needs to like put some towns in the way, and that he's doing exactly that.
Taunt up
Yeah,
his board.
because if he won't taunt, like he's dying to that smite in the hand.
Yeah, that's true.
And Tate is basically waiting for that pyro, and he got that pyro. So I think now he can clear his opponent's board. Yep, that is a pyro. That is shield. And okay. What is he doing? Okay, Mackerel combo. Okay, yeah.
So
Makes sense.
this is getting ready for the blast, right? So he face
Yeah.
later. So, but
And
we know
and guess what? I'm just guessing that Choudhary will top deck his carrier hero power, like Flight Force carrier next
Okay,
turn.
let's see. Let's bet on it.
I'm just hoping.
So
I'm just hoping. I'm just guessing. I don't know what's like, but I'm just like making a predicament. I think that will be there. Like
yeah, that could be a
if
possibility. Oh,
you
you are like God. You're Hearthstone
oh,
then.
dude. Oh, I don't know, man. Again, this is so great. Like pick here. Like this just like sets game for. Okay, he's not playing it yet. Okay,
Yeah, he's not playing the
and
taunt again.
why?
I think he knows that there may be another
Okay,
removal,
okay,
so
okay. Yeah,
maybe he's trying.
he knows. Yeah, he knows. He have like hand rate that Tate is looking for top deck removals, so he's just filling his board.
So Might is already, I guess. Uh,
Or he might
so
be scared of that 60-60 smite or something because it was like buffing some
buffing a lot, imaginary buffs
yeah,
that we know.
imaginary buffs going on there. Yeah.
But Tirth is on single game plan, man. Like now he just needs to wait.
Okay, man. What is this? Okay, so let's wait.
Let's wait. Like there seem to be some issue, but there is no disconnection, so games continuing.
Yeah, at least there's that. That's good.
Actually, we are very excited, right, to watch the match. Like what's gonna happen.
So this game actually, I think this is not disconnect from like player side. This is disconnect from spectator side, and the match is actually going on. So and we are back. Yeah. Okay, not
Yeah,
back yet.
we are back with ourselves.
Yeah, we are back. We are back. Yeah, with the
So
audience.
like in the meantime, like we all already discussed like the game plans, right? But this situation, who do you think is gonna? Oh, we
Yeah,
are
can
back.
you repeat? Yeah, we are back.
No, I'm saying like so
Okay, so
done.
this is okay. So this is I believe. Uh, so I believe Tirth win that game or something like that because we are seeing the next game going on here. So I believe due to a spectator issue there. So okay, sorry, yeah, that game goes to Choudhary. Okay, so now the score is 2-1, I believe.
Oh, so that's it. He needs to. It's the last game. He like he did any more
Okay,
game,
not
right?
2. Yeah, 2-1, I believe. Yeah, right. Can you remind me of his score, Tyrant?
Each scar, a foe vanquished.
So score is 2-0 at the moment. Like
Okay,
on both.
2-0. Yeah, yeah. So we have played so many games. I'm like confused with the scores.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We are a lot of fun. Don't even caring about the scores.
Yeah. So this matchup is actually, I think, Hunter favored, but this is like so much aggro going on here, and I think this seems to like going in Choudhary's favor here.
Yeah, and Choudhary seemed to be packing quite a punch here with +3/+3, so he has like 7 damage from hand itself.
Yeah, and that both of those Fury will like work with Lady Thino as well, and she will hit face twice as well because of those two spells.
Man, it seems like not going good for Tirth. Let's
So
hope.
even if it can kill that Lady Theno and that Puffer Fist, still like Chaudhary will be on board with that 2/2, and on 5 mana it cannot clear all 3 like threats here.
Let's hope Hunter does some of his magic and Tirth at least survives some 2 or 3 turns till he stabilizes.
So
But
this Demon Hunter, this,
doesn't seem like it.
this
Yeah,
by
it's
the way,
true.
this Demon Hunter, this is like best aggressive deck right now in the meta, like in the game. So yeah, this Tirth the coin and Tirth is going for this opportunity for that and fish for that like explosive secret, which will do 3 damage to all the board.
And maybe for some freezing also.
Yeah. And also to get some like armor going on, 5 armor, yeah, to survive a few turns.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, so he got that freezing obviously.
Wow.
Oh, explosive, I mean, sorry. That is still
So
like 3
damage we
plus 2,
have on
5
board.
damage. So 5 plus 2, 7. In hand, we can do like 6 more. 13 damage incoming right now, I believe. 13 plus, it is lethal, man. It is lethal. It
Yeah,
is just
Steno
GG.
is also gonna attack again, right?
Yeah, Tano will attack twice because of 2 spells. And I think it is lethal. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 2 from hero power because the Puffer Fist will attack as well.
Mm-hmm.
And Tano will attack as well. So this is like 10 plus 2, 12.
Oh,
Okay, so 1 is extra. But still, it is still like,
but
I think it will work out.
it doesn't change anything.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry. This is too much of damage. See,
Wow, Choudhary
okay,
finds his lethal and
it was
wow.
yeah, it was one extra.
I think
No,
it's
sorry, yeah,
exact, right?
it was exact. It was exact. Yeah, as I counted, yeah, it was exact. I got confused, but it was good. And
Wow, Choudhary has
it
won
both,
honorably and
and
he has swept
now we
Teeth
have
with 3-0.
yeah, and yeah, and he literally wiped the best, one of the best Indian Hearthstone player, like 3-0, literally. And before that, he wiped me. He is literally that one underdog
He's
we have
very good
seen in the
at wiping from
community
3
right
to 0 actually. So he's an underdog, right? Like we are all excited, like he can win against all those matches. Let's
I
hope
mean,
like there are till 3 rounds left, I guess, right?
yeah. So those will be happening tomorrow, I believe. And yeah, regarding that underdog thing, so if he can beat this Mehta, he can beat anyone, man.
Yeah,
So
even he
that can
can beat
happen.
me tomorrow so that we can
So
chill
yeah. So
with him.
and your name is Tyrant, but still you need to have some sort of fear of this underdog going on here. Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's sure.
remember his
Chaudhary is like he's at high and he's
Choudhary.
playing very well. So I'll be looking at
Yeah,
different options.
yeah. If he comes to final, you need to play like wisely or
And tomorrow we have grand final lower bracket finals with Chaudhary and Raptor playing the lower bracket finals. Then we have grand finals. So I think there is so
yeah.
much of excitement left for tomorrow. So
And also like
so
also congrats to you, man, for reaching finals.
yeah,
You
thank
will
you
be
so
going
much.
to so and yeah, you can continue.
Yeah, thanks guys. So this is the end for today. So let's meet again tomorrow. See what's in store
Yeah,
for
let
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
See you guys. Bye bye.
Bye.